now.
Can you
Hi,
see
everybody.
your hand?
Welcome to my Let's Play of Germany from 1939 to 1945.
I'm not sure about that.
Why, World War II? Not a fan?
Bit of World War Two.
Well, you know.
Dude, I have real problems conceptually with World War II. I think, look, hot take, but I think war's bad.
No one's going to go against that.
Well,
Nazis might.
They might actually. Yeah.
this is the bit where somebody then just like steps up to the place like,
Actually, you know what? I think they had something right, you know.
dude, that is another thing to pile on the evidence David is a Nazi.
Oh yeah, shit. Uh-oh. I feel like I've still got
The folder's grown pretty big, Dave.
yeah of
Well,
two
I mean, we've got
parts.
two pieces of evidence currently, but I feel like things are only going to spiral. I feel like in a detective novel, the first two clues are always the slowest, and then things just start to ramp up from there.
We know he loves the far right.
Yeah.
so-
Wait. I still have
That
this
was
as well. Wait. I don't know whether we want to put this in as well. Arran, make sure you don't see this video. Don't watch it.
I this morning when
Oh, it's too big.
I watched.
Sorry.
I made a safe that nobody can open this morning. It was really fucking funny.
I've got some ideas for a better safe now as well.
Oh, seriously,
Yeah.
dude, I'm hyped.
Been quite like
And what?
influenced by a video, so I was just like, oh, we could up my game a bit, you know.
Wait. What video? What's going on?
Wait.
Oh no, don't worry. Anyways, should we start? Then?
Guys, for real. What have I missed?
All right, so we're in Gindle Warp. Hang on.
Grindelwald.
Dude, the crimes of Grindelwald is absolutely
No,
today's episode.
the crime. Can that be a character plus?
Grindelwald.
What, Grindelwald? Dude, I'm so excited for the Warthog section, I'm not gonna lie. I think Warthogs is gonna be so hype.
You good one, yeah.
Like currently, genuinely, I think it's the bit I'm most excited for. Alright.
That's good.
Alright, motherfuckers. Okay. Oh, dude. I actually wrote some notes. I think I wrote some notes. Let me just check my notes. Because I cannot exactly remember where we I opened my notes. Just see this.
Wow.
Jesus.
Do you remember doing it?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
because I thought, but you know the mango post on Birds and Words,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I thought of them where I was going to do like that thing about I'll post about eating a mango, and then I thought it'd be really funny to follow it up with a post like a day later, which just said I did it ... and I didn't want to forget.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not what I want.
You get that lovely ominous message of you must restart your computer to do an update.
I mean, let's phrase it. Mine's literally going to fucking freeze the second I start sharing a screen.
Yeah, that's true.
It's almost custom at this stage. All right. Okay. Oh, dude, yeah. Where are we? Shit. I should just a minute. Can I just get some coffee and I'll be back? I'm really brain no function
fine,
right now. I'm sorry. I'll try and like work out what I'm doing. We can get Ben. BRB.
All right, I have time. I'm going to restart my computer real quick.
Okay.
You got time.
Right, I
I'm
got
still
time.
watching rugby.
All right. See you in a sec.
I saw like 30 seconds of the rugby coverage earlier, just like in the studio with some pundits. It was
Oh yeah.
probably a collection of some of the ugliest men I've ever seen.
They are. Yeah, they are completely beat up and ugly and not good. But rugby is a great sport.
So ugly. Honestly, it was awful.
That's funny. I really wasn't expecting you to say that. Did you actually watch any of the
Cool.
actual game or not?
No. No. It was
Well, we
just
Yeah.
just I was on my way out. I went for a run. But yeah, I ran a 5K today.
Oh,
Oh.
that's great. How long did it take you?
It was 19 minutes 58.
Jesus.
That's
Are you
really
shitting with me,
good.
Tom? That's fucking unbelievable. I feel like I kind of want video evidence, man. That's ridiculous. Record the whole thing next time.
I'm not sure how you're going to do that.
I believe that is really, really good, man. You should enter some like actual runs. Like you should do some races and stuff.
I don't know.
We don't need to compete.
I was thinking about
do
it.
you? I
I
mean,
think
at the same
that's the
time,
first time I've ever run 5K in one go. I think
Hmm.
the last time I did it, it was like when I first started and I couldn't run it continuously.
Oh, that's honestly amazing, though. How long have you been running for?
Oh, I don't know, 6 months probably.
That's really good.
There you go.
Yeah, it's cool.
Thought I'd
Very
give it a go after our conversation yesterday.
No, that's fair.
I'm surprised you did it so quickly. It would have taken me fucking ages to actually get around to doing it after talking about it. It's good.
Wow. As well, I didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
How long does a rugby match last, Alfie?
80 minutes, not including sort of like extra time and that sort of stuff. So there's
Right, I'm back and I brought Joe with me.
Who's Joe?
You all right? Tom's brother, innit?
There he is. There's Joe.
I honestly fully thought it was a Joe Mama thing, but it wasn't.
Where's Dave gone?
Dave reset his computer.
He's doing
Wrong with-
updates.
Wait, what is it an update thing? Don't they take fucking ages?
Dude, when you got to update your computer, you got to update your computer.
I've got a UD done PC. All right.
I'm still really not over that.
Honestly, guys, I watched it and it was kind of funny, but it wasn't as funny as I was expecting it to be.
I think it was one of the definition of one of those you had to be there things. Having trouble, Dave.
Having trouble, Dave.
Was having trouble.
It wasn't like even that much trouble. Oh, dude.
It's a little bit out of character, I suppose, for Big D.
Trouble.
No, yeah, just having trouble on the old ninja rope.
I thought you said Big T. Tom, do you ever have trouble? I feel like I don't feel like you get into trouble all that much.
Tom, if you had to be there during the troubles in Northern Ireland,
Which side would I be on?
yeah,
Really don't know. I'd probably be a.
He'd be a roundhead.
Not quite the right conflict.
No, dude, the roundheads have been in all of them. They've been the instigators of every historical conflict. From
Behind
the
every-
shadows.
Behind every aggressor or defender, there's a roundhead somewhere.
it all goes back to the Roundheads.
Who's the roundhead's like mascot?
The Duracell Bunny,
What year was the English Civil War?
1645. No, earlier than that, 1639 or something.
I mean, as realistic, that means there was almost certainly a Burks fighting in it.
I suppose.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon the Burks was a Roundhead or a?
Well, there was probably a Dunkley fighting in it somewhere, surely.
Not on my watch. Do you ever think about the Dunkelskog?
The Dunkelskog. I think about the Dunkelskog all day. Ever since you brought up the Dunkelskog, I haven't stopped thinking about it.
The
What
Dunkelskog
is it?
sounds like one of the Flanimals, if I'm being honest.
Well, there's a whole thing called the Jungle Skog, which is essentially just this huge, cuddly toy bear that's like
Really
the size of a
fat
person.
bear.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And we
I've
came up
seen
with
it.
the concept of the Dunkelskog, which is the same, but it's like an Alfie plush,
Dude,
which is
Like
kind of
a
like-
horrifying.
life-size flash.
I think a life-size Alfie plush is everything I need in my life.
Sake. Wales are playing against another 14-man team because they got another red card. France got a red card.
You really don't like Wales, huh?
Sacre bleu.
This year, I got a
Good,
really
if-
unnatural
isn't
hatred
that-
for Wales.
Wait, isn't that
I'm
good
not
though?
sure.
Because you hate Wales.
No, France got a red card. Wales didn't.
Oh no, so Wales are coming out.
Yeah,
The
I've
stars
turned it
are
off. I don't want to
coming
watch it
out
anymore.
tonight.
I'm just gonna get the result later because I'm pissed.
Is it getting you? Is it getting you right in the feels?
I'm just
Is
annoyed
there
with it.
actually a reason behind this Wales hatred, or is it just
It's just my unnatural hatred for Wales this year. Next year, we Ireland or Scotland.
I can't wait to find out which. Do you like? Is it like something that manifests naturally, or do you like throw a dart aboard, or like?
Do you think that there's a non-zero chance that it could be England?
Yeah.
I-
Oh,
There is a non-zero chance it could be England. There's a non-zero chance
Dude,
it could be also France and Italy, but they're less likely.
is there? So there's none of them. It's a zero chance.
None of them. It's a zero chance. No, it's
Okay.
it's complete like how I feel in the lead up to like the matches and what coverage is going on. And I also take into decision like past year's events.
Okay.
Are you more
Do
likely
think this
to
is
want like the
political?
winner of the previous year?
No, I'm more likely to want the loser of the previous year to sort of.
So you're gonna hate them while they're down.
Normally, Italy is the exception. Italy have been down for so long, you can't hate them.
Okay, so Italy, we want Italy to be up.
Yeah, we want Italy to be up, but they're
It
not
sounds,
going
almost,
to.
it sounds almost like a completely empirical model, Alfie. Very random.
I mean, he's
Oh,
I did say it was unnatural.
Dave just fucking left.
What Dave's having?
you're right.
Having trouble.
Having trouble, Dave.
Good. All good. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's fucking go. Let's go smash some faces
can't
in.
see you, Dave.
I'm here.
I can see
I
him.
spend my
Just try
battle
click-
at
just try
Tuthin
clicking on it.
recklessly going into a rage.
Why are you like this?
What?
Right.
I'm swinging
Just
my
blue
double axe,
squares.
my 2-axe.
Just-
I'm going into
I don't know,
rage,
try and
swinging
do
my
something
2-axe
about it.
at your head, and
What's
attacking
Alfie
recklessly.
saying?
So
Alfie
Alfie's
saying
something
he's
about how it's
attacking
gonna-
me, but he's not even near me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. Let's try getting this crack on the road. So as I recall,
Ah,
Tuthin, you're on papers, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on papers. Don't worry.
with a silent, aloof, but still rather angry Valmod.
I do have some questions, but we'll do that for later.
Yeah, sure. And
Can I
the
get
rest
whilst
of
whilst doing the papers? Can I be checking the papers, please, as well? There you go, real quick.
yeah, I mean they are all versions of the paper which you had read previously, all with the same headlines, which I can't remember. They were like all just the forges.
For
weren't
the
they?
forge is open, the forge is closed, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 forges open, 1 forge closed. All right, and the rest of you, you hadn't picked up the Ham and Parsnip at the Ham and Parsnip yet, right? You were en route
No, we did.
to the Ham and Parsnip. Oh, you have.
Because we found out it was parsnip, didn't we?
No, but you haven't like
No, we already found
you're
out
waiting
it's
for it to
parsnip.
be cooked.
No,
You're
it's
waiting-
already-
Oh, right.
No, I think
Shit.
that's where we sort of left off. We have it, but we're at the Ham and Parsnip.
Okay, so you are at the Ham and Parsnip.
thought we didn't have
steaming
it.
Ham and Parsnip.
Wait, let's check the video real quick.
Oh god.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Pretty sure we don't have it.
No, I think you
All right.
you had about half an hour, and then you're
Yeah.
going to go back. That's it.
Yeah.
Because he was
yeah.
like, "Oh, I've just run out of parsnips," wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah, I got you. Okay, so yeah, so Dave on papers, the rest of you with some time to kill. What's the yams?
That's
We've got,
yeah. Sorry, what? What'd you say? Nug.
we've got like, all right, mate. We've got like half an hour.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested in looking at some of these places we've got here.
Sorts of places.
Well, I don't really want to look at the forges yet without our our big guy.
Mm.
So I reckon we can maybe hazard a little look at the perhaps the button and see what that does.
You right, Dave?
Button.
That's just funny. Just the button is a place. It's just so stupid.
Yeah, I'm just interested in it. So it depends what other people want to do, of course, but that's what I'm interested in.
Fine by me.
All right, where is it?
All right,
Oh.
button is here.
Okay.
One second, what can't I make?
That's pretty close.
Yeah, it is pretty close actually. So okay, so you head out of the Ham and Parsnip and make your way sort of along, passing between potions and lotions, where you can feel eyes on you from both sides as you walk down the middle and follow the streets through the main commercial district and kind of start heading back towards the sort of forgy area of the district and kind of where is indicated the button to be. Oh shit. Oh well. It's this so basically it's like this tall, almost like a kind of watchtower type thing, maybe 3 or 4 stories tall, all like iron, with rivets plated all around the sides, and at the top is kind of like this big glass, like in airports they have that kind of observation tower where all 4 of the walls are glass and it's kind of wider at the top than it is the bottom. You know the kind of thing I'm talking about? Yeah. So it looks a bit like one of those, but made out of big steel and all that. And there's a couple again of the same Gauntlgrim guards outside the main door, which is also the main entrance faces out onto the Forge district.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. How do we want to approach this?
Oh. Don't know.
Up to you.
Well, this place kind of gives me a little bit of, I don't know, I'm feeling some threat. I don't know. There's something about it.
Think this place is a threat.
Well, no, not the whole place, but I'm just,
It is the threat.
I'm sort of on my toes a little bit.
Why?
I don't know. With a place called the Button, I'm just a little bit.
Fuck off. Sorry.
It's funny.
How rude.
I was talking to Ben, sorry. Said
It
fuck
wasn't
off.
It's funny because there's just no one there for us.
Looking for us.
It's just absolutely Tom losing his marbles.
I genuinely thought he was talking to his mother.
I think that's the perfect Ben Miles response.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
All right, guys. So we've got the 4 of us here, right? In this situation, haven't we? Hang on a minute. We've got a bit of an altercation still. Hang on.
Dude, I can't hear Tom at all.
I think he's
Yeah,
muted.
I think he's muted himself,
Is
yeah.
he chewing or is he talking?
It does look like he's kind of chewing really fast. Yeah.
I want to know. He's talking very rhythmically, he's talking like this, or he's chewing.
Stonks.
Keep talking about stonks, right? What's going on?
He
Yeah,
loves
what
his
is it with you
stonks.
and stonks today?
I love the word, man. I fucking love it. I think it's so
How much do you have in Bitcoin then? Go on.
none. No bitcoins.
Oh,
I've got 4 bitcoins.
you bloody normie.
No, shut up. Shut up, David. All right.
Have you invested in
Where's
Dogecoin?
Tom off to?
Oh, I've got like 500 Dogecoin. Don't worry.
Wait, have you? I'd
Nah.
actually believe that with this. With
No,
you,
I don't
though.
have that. Stupid Dogecoin. Meme coin.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's that. That is what it is. It's a meme coin.
Dude, what would you do if it had just been Ben that sat down this time?
Yeah.
I would actually laugh so much.
He took the camouflage poncho and suddenly he just
Sorry.
transforms.
Sorry about that. Ben was being really irritating.
I had to put him in the
You
grave.
have to put him out of his misery.
Yeah, so what have we done? We deleted him.
He just wouldn't go away. He was just out of shot. Like me in my ear.
It looks like I think it was trying to like gaslight you because to us it looked like there was no one there whatsoever. Oh, crikey!
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, right now we just rocked up outside the building in which the button is housed.
There are guards outside as well.
Oh,
The building isn't the button. The button is inside the building.
Oh, well, I've given the game away on that one, haven't I?
Well, I mean, that's what I assumed, but I mean, maybe the whole building could have been a button. Fucking hell.
I was just assuming the building was the button.
No, well,
Okay,
fuck that. Well, you may assume that for the time being.
Okay.
I'll be back in literally 1 second. Okay.
What?
It's
It's
Ben
Ben,
again.
it's Ben Miles, yeah.
Dude, I'm concerned now. I'm gonna get a knock at my door.
What do you want? No, fuck.
I do not believe David. I do not believe David.
No, look at him. He's for real. He's actually for real.
No, he's not.
Go on, now. Bullshit.
That's great.
No, it's too soon. I should have done it later.
No, it's perfect.
Later.
I don't know. The way that you were smiling really made me believe.
Yeah. It would be really timely, like just someone
Oh, it
comes in my room.
yeah. To me, it looked like actual like disbelief. Like I can't believe this is happening right now.
Ben Miles, what do you want? All right, I've got this hammer.
Dude, Tom, do you think it's any surprise that Ben Miles shares his initials with bad manners?
I think it was by design.
It's very interesting.
What we got for Fraser? What's he up to?
I've no idea.
Can you hear him? Is he like stomping?
I actually can hear his voice. I don't know what he's
Oh
saying.
my god! When I was going through shared media the other day, I found Ghetto Stomp.
You found Ghetto Stomp?
I did, yeah. It still sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
we should get back into it.
Ghetto Stomp is brilliant.
I thought we agreed that we were never allowed to do it again.
No.
Shit, did
One
we?
of those things.
Oh
Back.
no!
Yeah.
That's actually quite sad. Okay, right. Yeah,
Okay.
button.
Right, anyway, yeah. So these guards, right? Can we approach the guards then?
You can give it your best shot.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna sort of walk up to the guard on the left, presumably, if they're on
The
the
guy
right. or
on the left. Yep,
Is this the same case? One tells the truth, one tells the lie.
Oh, fuck.
Dude. He turns up to you. Yes, citizen.
Is this building open to travelers?
Absolutely not, citizen.
Why is that?
It is an important piece of the local infrastructure, citizen.
It's part of the infrastructure.
It is indeed,
What does it do?
citizen.
What does the
Was
button
it-
do?
The button, my friend, it gets all the forges started, citizen.
Ooh.
Press the button, please. We're waiting for the Forges to
when
come
you're gonna
online.
press it, we're tourists here to see the button.
Tourists, you are citizens, citizen. The button
never
will
met you
be
before.
pressed. Yes.
What time? What time will the button be pressed?
The button is pressed at midday on the dot, citizen.
What time is
Okay,
it now?
It's like 10 something, right?
10, 50, 6.
10:56.
The time is
So,
10:56.
You really had trouble there reading that.
Okay, I don't own a watch, mate. I live in a fucking mountain.
All right.
Well,
right.
do you know
So
what the time
how,
is? If you had some trouble with the time, why'd you have to ask me what the time was, huh?
Right. So how would you
So
actually know
you're
when
telling me you're gonna ask me the time, and then you're gonna say, it was a lot of trouble to work out the time there, wasn't it? Is that what you're gonna say to me, boy?
Well, I was just wondering as to how you know when to press the button when you don't have
Well,
a watch.
Well, I don't press the button, do I?
Who presses the button? Someone with a watch, I assume.
Presumably, yeah. The button master.
Where's the button master live?
Up in the button room. He points at like the big glass like box bit on the top. But I'm not sure he actually lives there, but that is where he presses the button, citizen.
Is there any sort of downside to pressing the button just a bit earlier today?
Oh, absolutely. All the forges will be not in the forges now. If they press the button, they won't be able to get forges, will they?
I suppose you're right.
Is there a prize where I could push the button? So, like, I could win like a prize in the newspaper and I get the reward of pushing the button.
He just seems very.
What? Push the button.
Oh, okay. No. One second.
You've broken him. How dare you?
I wasn't ready for that. That's kind of the most in-character response I could give, I think. He just looks at you like you're a bit cracked in the head, to be honest.
I don't get really go. Can I push the button? Can I push the button? Can I push the button?
You absolutely cannot push the button.
Are you 100? Do you decide who pushes the button?
No, because if I decided who pushed the button, it would not be you.
You know I can't push the button.
No, I know for a fact you cannot because it's not your job to push the button.
Yeah, but he could have been fired right the second, and I could have been hired right in front of you. You don't know this.
No. Because you couldn't have been hired right in front of me and me not know about it because I would have just seen it.
Not necessarily. They could have telepathically told me.
All right, if that's the case, telepathically tell me right now that
I
you've been
can't
hired.
speak telepathically, but the guys in there could.
All right, so I'm just gonna go and check.
With
And
you.
he then no.
Then how do they know who you're talking about?
He just stands there perfectly still and just doesn't move. It makes no move to go inside whatsoever.
Look, mate. How much does one button press pay?
Well, it's kind of like a salary thing. I don't really talk to the button master. He's quite busy a lot of the time.
So what you're telling me? The button master gets paid an hourly rate for pressing a button once a day? Is that what you're telling me?
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Twice.
When's it? What is it? Pressed to turn them off as well?
Yeah, we'll bring him back up. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait, what does the button actually do?
Oh, well, let me tell you. Don't know. Should we rather be surprised what a button does? If you don't know what a button.
And show us what a button does.
Look, guys. I feel like you could literally, we could, unironically, spend the next hour and 3 minutes debating this until the button is just pressed.
Would we pay to see the button being pressed?
Yeah,
Could we get in for free to watch this button being pressed as well?
absolutely not.
Oh, really?
But money, I do like that. He turns to the other guy who has said nothing. Wait, should we let him in for money? The other guy just says nothing, standing. Wait. There's just no response. And he just like leans over and like raps on the other guy's helmet. It's like, oh yeah. Oh Jonesy, do you let him for money? To press the button. No. They just want to see the button being pressed. They want to see the. It's just a button. Yeah, but they really want to see it. So here's it. Come here. They have like this little whispered exchange, and like they come away both like almost laughing. Like, yeah, go on, 5 gold pieces each. You can see the button being pressed. You got your fucking wankers.
Pieces. That's an outrage to see a button being pressed. I could press a button in front of you and you'd see it for free.
You can't press this button.
This is a big.
Is that a challenge? I hear.
I mean, it's not a challenge because you just can't do it. I understand.
That's disappointing. I like challenges.
Well, that's a shame.
Do you have a challenge for me so I could press the button?
Yeah, all right, hear about this. So go away, get some, I don't know, 50 years of training in button pushing, come back.
50 fucking years.
Get hired as the button master. Push the button. That's your challenge. Go on, off your fucking pot.
All right, and where can I buy some? Is there a button shop round here?
What? Like,
Like with clothes.
No, so I could practice pressing the button. He said only 50 years, so I'm going to get started now.
Well, I mean, you could always go to the forges and get them to make you a button to press.
Yeah, but the forges aren't on yet. The button hasn't been pressed.
Yeah, which is not going to be realistically, considering the button is going to be pressed in the next real time 57 minutes. In the face of the 50 years it will take you to come back here, what is this hour going to do?
This hour is going to delay everything. Do you understand?
By exactly 1 hour. Yes, I do. I do understand.
When I come back and when I get hired, I will have lost my first button push because of this hour.
1 sec. Yes, you will have.
And that's down to you.
Oh shit, 1 sec. Well, I think that's honestly more down to you, if I'm being honest.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really know what you're doing right now. I think
I'm
we've spent long
guarding the
enough.
door.
I'm not talking to you, mate.
You're all right.
I understand exactly what you're doing, and you're doing a pretty good job of it. You're an excellent guard.
Much obliged. Would you like to come and see the button?
Oh, I'd love to, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be 5 gold pieces.
Can I just put my hand on Dexter's shoulder and just sort of try and hold him in place and just give him a death stare, which conveys the meaning, if you dare do this, I will attack you.
Wait, sorry, is that Dexter or the guard?
Dexter.
Okay, cool.
Get your fucking hand off me. What are you doing?
You're not going in there without me.
Well, he just says I just have to pay him 5 gold anyway. I mean, I don't want to do that.
I've got my eye on you, Dexter. Trying to steal my job in 50 years' time.
Honestly, I have no desire to go after your button pressing job.
That's exactly what someone would say if they were going to go after it.
I know, I agree. You have got yourself a bit of a predicament here. I understand that, but rest assured, once this job is done, I'll leave you to your button pressing ways. You can just, if that's where you want to end up, then you feel free to end up there. I'm not going to be standing in your way.
I've got my eyes on you, Dexter. I've got my eyes on you.
Okay, that's not really doesn't really concern me much.
I got my eyes on.
Christ.
Jesus. Whoa. I'm not very comfortable with that behavior, to be honest.
Then don't go after the button.
As I've said, I wasn't going to.
All right, chaps.
Honestly,
I did hear Ben, don't go after the button.
I think Pier is deranged.
All right, guys. This entire interaction is not something I really was after, and this button is not really what I was expecting it was going to be. And I'm cool with it just being pressed on its side. I'm good with going to go and see it being pressed in an hour or so, but I think we should probably just
paying
leave.
$5 for the pleasure of that.
Well, we can think about it later.
I love how perfectly this has like captured the energy of like going abroad to like a foreign city and like going to see the sites. Like we can come back in an hour when it's happy, but I don't want to pay $5 to see that.
Like the currency abroad is gold.
It is in Spain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, gold.
Yeah. But I'm good to just leave. I feel like we've troubled these people enough. We're not really getting anywhere. So
I think we should go to Cavern Watch.
is that close? That's like nowhere near. Look how far away that is.
Yeah, but I think it'd be a nice journey.
Yeah, but we got to stay around for the ham and parsnips. If we're leaving, when we leave, I'm just gonna look at the golf game. I'll be back in 50 years' time.
He goes, I will be long dead by then.
You better not be.
Oh well.
Try.
Fuck. Well, we can go to this Cavern Watch place if you want. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's a bit of a distance.
How long do dwarves live?
Like a couple hundred years, probably. I don't actually know.
Oh, so this guy must be quite old then.
No. That's why he said hopefully.
Oh, okay. All right. How about K then? How do we check it? I guess wait. You said we're not going forges, are we? Without shooting.
We can't. There's no point going to the forge until the button's been pressed.
How long has it been? How long until we got to go back for the parsnips and the ham?
Realistically, I kind of wanted to do. I was kind of hoping that interaction would go on for the full hour until the button got pressed.
Oh well, yeah.
It's probably been about
10
20
minutes,
minutes all around. Yeah, 10 minutes plus the walking time. So about 20 minutes. So you can probably go back and the parsnips be ready. Yeah.
All right, well, we can do that.
Let's do that then.
Come on, Frost.
I mean, it makes sense. You just make sure.
Yeah, I was going to say very, very enduring character for a half-orc. Okay, so you just make your way back across and re-enter the ham and parsnip, where again the parsnip man is looking suitably beaten up, and with no small amount of pride, hands you what appears to the untrained eye to be two comically larger hams on large paper plates. He's like, oh, okay, hams and parsnips. Go on, guys, deliver them safely.
Which one?
Do this for us.
Which one?
Oh, sorry.
Which one's which? Which one's which?
And he like sniffs by the ham, parsnip, ham, parsnip, and hands them out. Ham in left hand, parsnip in right.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime.
How do they do this? This is unbelievable.
Well, get the parsnips.
No. As in sculpt the parsnips into looking exactly like a bit of ham. I don't understand how you've done it.
Little Jackie back there, and he points at this crazed looking gnome with like a pair of carving knives and like an eye patch over one of his eyes, who's standing on the desk in like almost like a crab-like position on tiptoes. He goes, he's a fucking scary nutter, but he's good with a knife, I'll tell you that much.
All right. By the looks of him,
Jackie,
yeah.
And Jackie just like makes eye contact and grins while like shoving one knife against the other.
It's like, oh, okay, brilliant. And I just start slowly walking away. Yeah.
Bloody hell, man. Those are some nice knives.
You can tell he hears it. He definitely hears it. Look, I know the smile becomes slightly more crazed for a moment as he continues to sharpen. I'm not sure how the smile becomes more crazed. It was pretty fucking scary anyway, but
Jesus. How long have you been in the trade for?
to Jackie.
Yeah.
20 long years.
Only 2. You know, if I
80% of my natural lifespan, boy, spent with these pair of knives here.
wait. So wait. Is Jackie a goblin?
No, he's a gnome.
A gnome. Sorry. Gnomes have been there for 3 years. Wait, how long have they been there for?
Like, I don't know, they're pretty short lifespan. They're like 40 or 50 years.
Oh, okay. And wait. Did you say, I thought you said 2 years. How long has he been using? How long has he been for?
40.
40 fucking years.
More than some gnomes have lived, my boy. I've spent with these here knives.
Those exact knives. Those ones right there.
And you can see the age on them, and they're still so sharp. And he's like,
Got anything for me to cut, boy? Anything for me to slice up?
Hang on, look. Let me check. I'm just checking my pockets.
you can see his hungry eyes on the contents of your pockets. My man wants to slice.
Jesus. From the looks of it, not really. I guess I could give you Pier.
What's Pier?
This guy. He loves a slice.
You know that bit in Flesh and Stone when you finally see a weeping angel's head move?
Yeah.
It's like that as he turns to look at Pierre.
I just go, not me, that guy.
Who are you pointing at? Just behind you in general.
Behind me in general, and just hoping someone's there.
And like, there's like an old man looking dwarf just sitting there reading the paper and eating his ham. And like, he doesn't hear the conversation, but he can feel something's wrong with when Jackie's gaze is just like boring into him. And he looks up and there's like an eye contact for a moment. And then he just very quickly turns back and looks back at the paper. And you just see like beads of sweat starting to drip down.
Oh, that's funny.
Maybe not that guy, maybe this is the guy behind him outside.
And then Jackie turns back to Dexter and goes,
He is mine?
It's a question.
Honestly, Jackie, I was joking. I don't really have the authority to be telling you to cut people up, but you know what? It's kind of disturbing that you're that quick to do it, and you also think that my permission is enough to justify murder. But you know what? That's all right.
And Jackie's smile is still there, but all the humor is gone from it. It's just frankly chilling.
Okay.
I understand.
I speak in Dwarvish, so Dexter can't understand. He really likes a good slice on himself.
That's great for a gnome.
Does the no
He's living in a dwarven city. He definitely speaks Dwarvish.
So I can have him, can I?
Jesus Christ.
This is in Dwarvish, by the way.
And slide them into her hand.
Sorry?
I thought that's 2 silver pieces and nod my head and just give them to her. And while just nodding my head.
Wait, Jackie's a dude, sorry, but wait, so you've just fucking given him money?
Yes. I just want to see what happens. I want to see what happens.
How am I gonna have
Why?
Surely not.
You won't actually do it.
I mean, he fucking will. All right.
What do you think he would do?
I'm gonna have to
You do already.
Jackie, like, I guess he pockets the coins. And he looks at Dexter. And like, licks his lips.
Obviously, Dexter clearly sees Pierre paying him as well. Like, I was just...
Check.
No, there was nothing stealth about what you said.
No.
There is no level of stealth to this. And he just reaches out like speed of anything you've ever fucking seen. He is lightning fast, and he just grabs your wrist, Dexter.
I mean, does he look like he's about to attack me?
He looks like he's about to carve a slice out of your arm.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him.
Okay, yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay. That's literally a nat 20.
Oh my god!
Shit.
I don't think I've ever been more glad for a nat 20 in my life. You just turn around and like as he's kind of like inching towards you with like so it's like your arms like out like this, and he's kind of reaching like away from him. He's just gonna like carve like a slice out the top, and he's so focused on that for a second that you just punch him square in the forehead, and he falls back, just unconscious.
I'm just gonna take all the money that Pierre gave him out of his pocket.
Okay, at this point, like there's a fair few eyes from the inside of the ham just watching you, like what the fuck just happened?
I literally have nothing to say. Yeah, sorry guys. This guy, for some unknown reason, just paid this guy to try and slice my arm.
There's just kind of like a wave of like there's like a wave of from like general disdain for Pierre's action.
Really playing. I didn't want to do that, but there was really no other option. All right. So sorry about that, guys.
You started it. Don't go for the button, and don't stick her on me next time as well.
I'm gonna be honest. I definitely didn't start it.
You definitely put her on me at the beginning.
Yeah, but then I also then quite clearly clarified that I didn't want him to kill anyone.
Mm.
I think we should
I'm
probably
just going to be
leave.
suspicious of Dexter.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean we've got the ham and we've got the parsnip.
Probably cold.
and we've knocked out their fucking prime carver.
Still piping
You
hot.
knocked out their prime carver.
Right,
Okay.
you're leaving. You are leaving now.
Yeah, let's bounce. Let's go.
So okay, so you're just making your way the same route that you took to the printing press beforehand. Like if I recall, it was just like along here, and once you hit the Forge district, you pass the button, and then head into the Forge district again with like these deep like trenches kind of crisscrossing around the streets. And you kind of head along here. Oh yeah, it was like just remember like all like corrugated metal floors and all that kind of thing. You head along here and get back to the printing press, the old like rickety building, and you can basically hear the rustling of papers from the inside as you enter. And then you go in. You treated to the side of truth and still just like clearing up this absolute mountain of like papers that have been strewn across the room. While Valnod sits like imperiously in the corner, drinking from a small tin cup silently as he watches Truth.
Hi, Truth.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. I know my
He like Valnod like throws a small paperweight at you.
right.
Do you want some help? We can help out if you want.
No. This is my job. You carry on.
How long? How much longer you got?
I have papers, lots of papers.
How much longer have you got though?
I could not estimate, but I could estimate if I look around the room, probably.
You've done pretty well. There's probably a solid half hour's worth of paper. I mean, no, if you all chipped in, it would probably take about half an hour to do the rest of them.
All right,
you on
so
your own would probably take another solid
maybe,
like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh,
maybe whilst he's eating the parsnip and the ham, you guys could help me out. Maybe if you really want.
That sounds like a good idea to me, anyway.
Agree.
I mean, because you still got away from that forge that I totally don't know about. That
Yeah,
button.
well, yeah. We also found out about the fact that forges turn on at exactly midday when someone presses a button.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
What did this button look like? Did you ever look at this button?
No, we didn't. But we did make quite a big deal out of trying to. Particularly,
Oh,
Pier.
really?
Pierre was very
Oh.
keen to see it. Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's
just. I mean,
impressive,
you
button.
probably could just find a button anywhere. So I don't know why you would want to just see a specific button that does fucking nothing practically.
It turns on the forges. It's a very important button.
I mean, they could probably start them themselves. They're just probably very lazy.
Are you calling the dwarves lazy?
Anyways, I'm gonna get back to my. I'm gonna get back to my
hunting man
papers.
who's
I
going
don't
to
know.
report what you say.
I'm gonna get back to my papers now.
Let's. I mean, I want to help out, so I'm
I
going
wanna
to
help
start
out.
getting.
Well, let's discuss the parsnip. You guys give the parsnip. You go.
Right. Yes. Okay. Wait, who's holding the parsnip right now? Is it Stan?
I'd assume it was Nug. I feel
I'm
like
just
Nug
giving
is
it no, yeah,
Has
no,
it? Go
has
on.
the biggest connection
on,
to
Nug.
the parsnip.
Val nod.
Yeah, what's up? You got
Yeah.
me some food. You got me some
Yeah.
lunch.
We have the ham and we have the parsnip.
Are you fucking with me?
Parsnip.
Are you fucking with me right now? This is clearly two hams, brother. This is two hams.
That's what you'd think.
Yeah, that is what I think.
You'd
Because
be
I'm
wrong.
a functioning fucking dwarf with eyeballs.
Well-
One of them is a ham. The other is parsnip.
All right, genius, which fucking one?
This one in my right hand is parsnip. I think. I can't remember.
That was not the one that he gave to you. Like his left hand had the parsnip. No,
Yeah, but
his
surely
left
it
hand
would be
had-
his
no,
right hand.
right hand. No, so he was left hand ham,
Yeah.
right hand parsnip. So I guess as he passed it to
Oh.
you,
Be the other way.
Yeah.
yeah.
But my right hand is the ham. And my left hand is the parsnip.
And like as you say that, Valnod like leans over and you can see like his like I don't know how to describe this. Like I've got this really vivid image in my head of his nostrils almost like moving and like crawling over the surface of the hand as he takes like a long sniff. And like his eyes light up and he just like still while it's in your hand just like sinks his teeth into the ham and it's there for like a long moment. He's just like there bent over like and he comes back and he's like,
Oh, mama jamma, that's a ham. Oh, baby, that's a ham. Oh, mama, that's a ham.
he just grabs it by the bone and like throws its mouth and just starts to
Oh my god.
Jesus.
and like it looks to the casual observer like his jaw has unhinged
No.
as he puts his hand like which like he like brings his mouth more closed and he just pulls the bone back out.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
What follows is probably, I would say, a good like 10 minutes of just solid like like when birds like have to it's like phases of that followed by like furious chewing and you can see like this is horrible. He just like there are several points when he goes very like red and like tears start coming out. You're not sure if it's like through emotion or he's like literally choking on it. But like, like honestly, a lot of you feel quite compelled to look away at this. And then like after like 10 minutes, you find like
Now that, my friends, is a ham.
he's still like crying.
Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you okay?
I just ain't never had a ham quite like that. Oh, they've stepped up their game. Oh Lord. Oh mama. Oh Lord, mama.
Why don't you throw the parsnip?
He looks at it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest with you, son. I don't think I can eat no parsnip right now.
Do you at least believe that it's parsnip though?
Perfectly resembles ham, though.
It does. I don't believe it.
Why did someone else just grab it?
Can I try to persuade him to take just a single bite? They'll be like, well,
More with the
go on.
Yeah, about to say it's like
Well,
Mr. Creosote.
you've got to give a review of this, right? Surely we spent so much effort to go and get it for you. You love the ham so much. Just take a tiny bite of the parsnip, just a little tiny bit.
For journalistic integrity.
Exactly.
He turns to YouTube and he goes,
Mr. Giant Blue Man, could you do me a favor for all the times we spent?
Sir, what?
Could you punch me hard in the stomach?
What? I mean, I don't want to hurt you, but if it's for journalistic integrity, that you
For
clearly have to
journalistic
uphold.
integrity, my boy.
I
feel
will
like we gotta
happily
do it.
I will happily oblige to your necessities.
And I was like, can you come outside?
What? Right, guys. You want to continue the paper whilst I deal with whatever I'm about to do? I'm very
Gladly,
worried.
gladly. I'm not following you outside for any money.
Go on, Len.
okay, and like you go outside and Valor goes to like the nearest like big old trench and like kneels in front of it, facing out like he's looking out onto the sunset.
What like the Russian, like George and Lenny style?
Honestly, I was reading it more as like a about to like a kind of about to seppuku kind of stance.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he's like kneeling over facing it and goes,
Do it fast, Mr. Big Blue Man. This is gonna hurt.
I'm sorry. And I'm going to it.
how hard?
Oh, God.
Hard enough to what I think would happen. Something would happen, you know.
You just also like okay because like he's like kneeling like right on the edge of the trench, so you can't be like facing him. Are you like coming up
Oh.
behind him like punching him like how's this happening?
So wait, what? So he said in the stomach. So realistically, it's more of like that kind of motion. Like, and I'd have to be really. I'd have to be in the trench. I'd have to be in the trench for the height and
I don't want to be
everything.
in the trench for this.
No, I don't. But that's where I'm going to have to be for this to physically happen.
I feel
That's
like
where
you
it
could
would
just-
be. No.
You could stand to the side and give him like some kind. But if you
Oh
want to be
yeah,
in the
no,
trench,
actually,
then
you know what?
stop.
Actually, yeah, like that would work, wouldn't it? Yeah,
Would you
kneeling
be
down,
crouching
just
down, though? Yeah, because you're only two, aren't
yeah.
you?
I'd have to be like on basically prone, just lying right next to it, and just going dosh like that.
Is that what we're going for?
Sure, why not?
He's slam, and you just. I mean, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but the expected happens, and there's just a lot of throwing up. And you can see like almost like perfect like carved out chunks of this ham.
Jesus.
No, dude. Oh god, I'm not describing that. You definitely get the picture.
Christ, that's
it-
reminding me of the Stellar Glass.
Oh.
Oh,
Anyway,
Jesus,
continue,
assaulted by
Lynn.
memories of a life never lived. And it happens and it ends, and Valor's like kind of just like it's just like almost like doubled over, like one hand on the floor in front of him, and like there's just like a long moment where it like springs up and goes,
Well, boy, I feel much better now. Let's go get me some of that parsnip.
Right. How about you don't do what you just did to this one and take it nice and slowly and you know take time on it, you know. It's a lot.
But it's food. You gotta eat it.
But not that quick.
I got places to be. I got things to do. I'm a businessman.
All right,
Come on,
fine.
Mr. Big Blue Man. Let's go get us some parsnips, huh?
Yeah,
And he just kind of like
Sure.
always like jogs back, like knees, like knee up, kind of jog into the room. Where he like slams the door and always does like a star jump pose and points at Nug and goes,
Mr. Hippie, give me the parsnips right now.
Sorry, can I also just cast Sacred Flame on the vomit real quick, just to kind of, get rid of it somewhat?
I mean, you can. Okay, so you cast Sacred Flame. I'm not going to make a hand a saving throw, but I mean, none of it really had time to get digested. So like, it's filled with like the worst like ham cooking smell. It's made things much worse, I would say.
It's just ham and then like cooked vomit.
Like burning ham and vomit. Yeah.
I mean, it's also going to get people to come clear it up, quicker.
Right, yeah. Valnor's like,
Mr. Hippie, give me the parsnips.
Here you go. Here's the parsnip.
It looks a lot like a
That's
ham.
it. That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Can I eat it like a ham?
You can try.
his jaw starts to open again.
I
He picks it up. It's like,
The bone feels different. What kind of bone is this? Some kind of parsnip bone?
I think we decided it was a raw parsnip whittled into the shape of a bone, didn't we?
he's not responding. It is.
It's horrible.
Like, you can see like convulsions in his throat as it starts to like pack the mash.
Yeah.
He like looks at you and like he's just kind of quivering. he starts to go like red, but like way more red than he did with the ham. And he like looks at you.
Oh shit.
He's choking.
You're right.
Can someone do something?
And his eyes are
We
like
Heimlich
fucking
him.
red.
Okay, yeah.
Anyone know first aid?
Can I pick him up and hold it upside down? Just
Like,
shake him a little bit.
So you're on the ceiling and like holding him by his like ankle.
Yeah.
so like just grab him by the ankles and then just like trailing him behind you like a sack of meat. You like run up to the wall, and then once you're upside down, you grab like both by his ankles and like you start to like shake him a bit like you're emptying a bin bag. And, like this column of like compacted parsnip matter starts to like
Oh my
slide
god.
out.
That's horrible.
It's it's the opposite of taking a shit.
This is horrible.
Oh, dude, why? Entirely my fault. Sorry. Eventually, just keep shaking, and this pile just forms at the bottom, and then you kind of go. And he like
Honestly.
looks at me with like chunks of parsnips.
You saved my life, little black man.
And he like reaches up for you to take his hand.
Yeah, I take his hand then.
Okay, and as you like
No-
let go of his
no
feet,
worries,
he just kind of he like flips around. Now you're holding him by his hand. He just kind of lets go and just drops and like lands 1 foot either side of the parsnip pile.
Oh,
Mate,
Oh,
real-
mama, those parsnips were to die for, huh?
nice.
Mm.
That is nice.
I mean, just
We should
quickly
eat them a
before.
bit slower though.
Yeah, I'd like to ask this. Do you eat like this every time you eat a meal? Do you always eat food like that?
My wife says I should eat smaller portions so I don't kill myself. What does she know, huh? That's the biggest portion I've ever had, now
That's great. Well, yeah, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that you liked both the samples we gave you from this.
I got the headlines. I got the headlines.
Oh yeah.
Ham that'll make you get punched in the stomach by a big blue man, and then you eat the parsnips, which are literally to die for.
That sounds like a hit.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
I think you'll get out of the area. Neverwinter will be hearing about this ham and parsnip. You know,
The old ham and parsnip.
Oh, mama, that was a meal, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose, and he goes to this fucking huge stack of papers that Tuthin has spent so long organizing. He just pulls out this little stick and holds it to him. And he just starts to flicker with fire. He's like, "We got some new headlines to print." And Tuthin, you watch as this huge stack of papers that you've spent the whole morning organizing just starts to burn. Don't worry, Mr. Blue Man. There's plenty more where that's gonna come from. And he just starts to stack out big blank piles of paper next to the printing press and starts furiously organizing all of the little letter stamps to start printing the next one.
Christ, you're efficient.
Yeah, leave me be. I got work to do, don't you know? Can't be slacking all day. I got headlines to write.
Fair enough. Can I ask one thing? I remember you mentioning missing people. Is there a notorious missing people problem plaguing your area? You probably don't remember.
No, I remember. It's just there's a few people gone missing recently. I mean, just yeah.
That doesn't sound too good. People
things happen. People fucking fall into the volcano all the time, you know. I don't fucking know. People,
wait, what?
Oh, this is a detail, huh? Yeah, people fall into the volcano all the time, you know.
What? Volcano?
Funny, is it?
Wait, what? The you don't know what? It just kind of points straight downwards. Volcano?
What does a volcano underneath our
volcano?
Our feet.
Wait, are we in a volcano right now?
Yeah, what did you think we were?
Are you fucking kidding? This is a safety hazard to the fucking moon. This is fucking awful right now.
Wait.
Are you kidding me?
How is this town? How is this town how is it still here? Do you have to rebuild it often, or is it is it a dormant volcano?
As dormant as things can be. Well, we got some systems.
Right, it's like a controlled volcano.
How can people
I don't know
into the volcano?
Yeah,
I don't know the ins and outs. Well, you see, I don't know the ins and outs, but there's some pretty smart people working over in the engineering parts, you know? If you talk to them, I'm sure they give you a clearer picture of what's going on here. But honestly, it seems pretty self-explanatory if you ask me.
Yeah, I guess it's fair enough. I mean, I'm definitely no engineer. I'm been fighting all my life. That's all I do. That's all I know.
Wow, that's a lot of. Do I look like I give a shit?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so missing people, I don't fucking know. People in the forges, just a couple of people. I don't fucking doesn't seem to be. Just read the papers, and he just points at the burning pile of paper.
What were their names?
Sorry?
What were their names?
I don't fucking know. You just pull the burning piece of paper off the thing. It's fans it off. As oh my god, dude. Can anyone remember which forge was closed? It was Hormund Forge, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hormund.
Well, the only name I recognize here is Big Hormund, you know? He's gone missing 2-3. Hormund's fucking gone. That's why the forge is closed down, innit? Did you even read the papers? And you can see, among the burning bit of paper, you can just see Hormund Forge closed and no additional information.
Huh.
So there's no more details like he fell in his forge or something.
It has a leaf through, and all the papers are still just burning at this point. He goes, "No, we just print the same thing on every page."
I'm not
How
going
do
to
we
give
get-
you any tips on that.
How would people fall into the volcano? Where are the entrances to the volcano?
In the forges.
So
I see. It's like a so the forge heats the metal with the heat from the volcano. Is that right?
The little black man knows a thing or two, huh? He says he's a fighter, but he's an engineer at heart.
It might have
Yeah,
something
man.
to do with that button you guys mentioned. Maybe it controlled the release of the magma boiling up to 1700 degrees centigrade and melting that metal.
The big blue man's chatting shit. He's completely fucking wrong.
Oh,
All right, guys,
God.
fuck off. I
Bit
got things
magma.
to do.
Yeah, to be
Alright.
fair, you
Is
got-
it,
you got
is it
things to do.
lava?
Has anyone
What
got
was
the
that?
time? Has anyone got the
Little
time
hippie
right now?
man. And Val will just produces from like inside one of his pockets like a classic big old alarm clock. It says like, I don't know, like 20 to 12.
20 to 12, huh?
I think
And it
we
just
should
sounds
go.
like rattling.
I think we should go start
Oh.
investigating Hormund Forge.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
If we do that, we may miss the
Yeah.
pressing of the button.
We can't see
Oh,
any.
Paying 5 gold each for the pressing of the fucking
We're
button.
going to
are
pay
we?
5 gold to see the fucking button being
I'm
pressed.
interested in it,
yeah,
though.
yeah,
In 50 years' time, you can see it for free.
I'm gonna die at 30.
What the fuck are you on about?
30.
What, who
Yeah.
gives a fucking shit about
Still
the
alive, you can
guys,
see the
guys,
button pushing for
guys.
free.
I'm leaving
Well,
this
like,
place.
the
Let's leave.
walls-
We're leaving.
The walls of the
Bye-bye.
button room are glass, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we just look in?
It's like fucking 4
It's up
stories
high.
off the ground. Yeah, you can't see in from there.
That's no problem for me.
Oh, shit, it
Lucas?
isn't to be fair.
Right walking up this side of the building.
At the guards, though.
They're only in the front building, right? Surely I can just walk up the back.
The people in the room are going to see you,
I'll
aren't
just
they?
poke my eyes up above, right above the back of the floor, so they just see this part of my head.
How would you
You'll
determine
find like
how we
a
look at the side of the
perfect
building?
thing where it's just like just the perfect arch to accommodate your nose, and you just slide up.
How do you walk up a building? Are you like perpendicular to the building? Or are you like really sort of walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
perpendicular, like as I'm just walking on the ground.
So you... Okay, that makes...
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Can I just do that? Is that all right? I say I always have a look at
Try
the.
it.
Yeah, are you doing that like now or like at button pressing time?
Yeah, well, I suppose at button pressing time, right? But then, like, I guess. Yeah. I guess at button pressing time. Is it bright in the cavern? Because we're in like a big cavern, right?
Yeah.
Is
So yeah, just to go through again, like it's like the whole thing's lit by like this like weird like luminous like tealy turquoisey color like thing, just like veins of it are like running through most of the buildings. And when you
Yes.
arrived yesterday, the like back end of the city, now the Forge district that you can tell was kind of way more glowy. And but
Mm.
like as of the morning, that was no longer there, and
But
like everything's now just lit.
it's kind of hard to tell that it's the morning because there's no
Yeah,
light.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry, yeah. There's no like natural light here. It's all like this kind of like
Okay.
sort of like I'd say it would count pretty much as like dim light in like
Yeah,
anywhere that's not like you've got lots of houses because like or buildings around it because those areas are like better lit.
Okay.
Okay, so we've reached an agreement then on the this Ham and Parsnip situation with regards to the newspaper article, right?
Yeah, Valnod is busily arranging the stamps for
Quest
tomorrow's
complete.
headline.
That sounds like a quest complete to me.
That
Oh,
sounds
no,
like a
we can
quest
leave this place. All right, should we go to
Well,
like,
guys,
the
you've
full-
all leveled up.
I mean, should we go to the keys? I guess it's nearby whilst we're still waiting for that button.
the button to be pressed. I really want to see the button. I can.
To be fair, the keys is right next door, right?
Yeah, the keys is right next door. That's what I'm saying.
Let's do that then.
Not been that long, has it, since the button?
Wait, where the fuck is the keys?
It's
It's
like
right next
nine.
to it.
Oh, right at the top. Right at the
literally
top. Yeah,
just
yeah.
above where we are.
Yeah. Sick. Okay, cool.
Sick.
Right.
All right.
Investigate
So
these keys.
Okay. Hey, Valnod, we're gonna go
right,
now.
fuck off. I got work to do. You like just hear like him still like chewing on like this tiny bit of parsnip like left in his cheek.
Oh,
All right, I'm out of here.
it was a pleasure.
Yeah, fuck off.
Right,
Actually, wait, no, you're all right. The big blue man and the little black man are all right. I like them.
I mean, wasn't I the man who did the ghost and everything, or you just forgot about that luckily somehow within the time?
I mean, you punched me in the stomach, my friend. We're even.
All right, fine, I'm good with that.
All right, have my fucking set.
Yeah.
We're gone.
All right.
Like just as he's leaving the door.
Oh, crikey. Okay, so you're heading over to Keys?
Yeah, I'm sure we got time for that. Yeah.
All right. We got time. So yeah, you head over and like sort of at this point again, this is like very much on the outskirts of the city, so it's like a lot darker. There's a lot less buildings. Everything's like more spaced out, and there's more. This is again on the like the rocky part of the city as opposed to like the more like metally bit, and it's just like this large sort of, I know, almost like three sort of long, dude, I don't know how to like cylinders, but you know that like kind of like on the back of like an oil truck, they've got like those long sort of, and they're kind of like domed at both ends kind of cylinders.
Yeah.
It's like three of those all like stacked like next to each other. Kind of looks like that, but like, and they're like huge and metal. And there's like all sorts of like bronze and steel pipes kind of going out from them and just like leading into the ground around it. And there's like a big old just like almost looks like a hatch sort of on like on the far end, or on the near end of like the nearest cylinder has like a big old like hatch kind of door on it, but there doesn't seem to be like anyone outside.
Pierre, you seem like you want to take charge of this one.
No, I'm alright. I'm still thinking about how to get the button.
Right.
It's already pain.
Clearly reflected. All right, I'm gonna go knock on the door then.
All right.
On the hatch.
Not
On the hatch door thing.
I'm just gonna go quickly grab a drink of water.
Yeah, sure. It's like as you get clearer, you can like hear sort of the kind of grinding and clanging and like various like steam hissing noises coming from inside, and it's all pretty loud. And you as you knock, you just realize it's just been completely drowned out by all the fucking loud noises from inside.
Oh, lovely. I'm just gonna open it then.
It is not it's not gonna like
Swing open.
There's sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Well, I'm not sure if we can get in this door. Perhaps we could, beat it down a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah,
Or
I was
you
thinking
could like,
brute force.
climb up and see if there's any entrances on the top or sides. You love your little boots.
I mean, I think they're more like plimsolls.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
They're literally called boots. It's so annoying, but yeah.
yeah.
No, they're called slippers.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
I
they're
swear,
called slippers.
I swear they were called the
Spider
Doc
Climb.
Martens of. I swear they were Doc Martens of Spider Climb.
Yeah. Can I?
Okay, so go.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, is there a way in on the roof? Like, I guess I could just go.
Okay, so you're just gonna climb on top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and as you like, and you just sort of like start to walk up it, right? Or are you like climbing with hands?
I'll walk up it. Yeah. I'll walk up
Okay.
it, but like I won't walk up it really casually. I'll like sort of sprint up it a little bit. You know. I don't want to just be like a weirdo.
The it's not like super like it's not like scalding, but you can definitely feel there's like some heat on the metal as you like run up it.
Okay.
The outside of the building, like at least on this part of it, is relatively hot, and you go top, and there's like several like, and you get to the top, there's various like vents, sort of relatively evenly spaced, sort of maybe 5 along each top of each cylinder. And all of them, like every now and then, almost like taking turns, will just like blow out like a little gust of steam or something.
Oh, you should John McClane it, Fraser.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, can I go up to one of the vents and just like put my head right to it and see if I can see through?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
And you look in, and like, so directly beneath the vent, there's this big sort of pipe facing right up to you. And, but like you can see around the rest of it, and around the rest of it, you can see like various sort of like almost like rows of like huge blocks with like just huge like switches and like gears and like handles and or like just a bunch of really complex machinery. And you can see every now there's probably like maybe 4 or 5 dwarfs all like running around. And to you, it looks like they're just spinning things and flipping switches at random. It's almost like a really disorganized, like it's like you've let some children like loose in here and they're just like flipping shit and turning shit and like pressing buttons and like flipping levers. And like after and like after they do it, like almost after every like action, you see like another like vent like steams up, and as this is happening, the dwarf like slams a switch almost like directly beneath you, and you can like feel like this burst of steam. Like, can I just get a dex saving throw for that?
Yeah, sure.
for the steam that comes up.
I think that's 18. I think I have +8. So yeah, I have +8.
18. Oh, it was really low anyway. Okay, so you kind of whip your head back just in time as this blast of steam, but it does singe your eyes. And you get like, you know, when like you get really okay. Have you ever just put your nose above the burning hole in a kettle?
No.
I haven't either, but I put my hand above it and it hurts, so I assume it would hurt your nose. But you do take 1 fire damage.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
It literally rolled super low. But, yeah, you might not be smelling much for the rest of the day. But if you have to go back near Valnod's vomit pile, that could actually be a blessing.
Yeah, that could not necessarily be a bad thing, actually. Well, okay. I guess I'll go back and I'll be like, well, guys, this is either like a really important piece of machinery that's like really, really busy, or it could just be like a dwarf play area. And it's just like sort of fun junction style. Like they run around and press buttons, and it's like things happen. Because to be honest, that would be so good.
No, not gonna lie, I would love that.
That would be really cool. That way,
I would pay so much money to run around in a room of complex machinery and just press things at random.
They actually do things as well. They actually do things rather than just being ran, like not doing anything.
Imagine like turning a switch and just this blast of.
Or like the lights turn off or something. Like
I imagine like turning a wheel and hearing like this high pitched noise just getting. Oh my lord! I want that so bad. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You paid £10 for 1 hour in the room. And I feel like some people will get like really overwhelmed by that. I feel like.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, I want that. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, sorry about that.
No, that was me derailing that entirely. My bad. Praise. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that was I mean, so I didn't really glean much information apart from there's these big events up there that are really hot. And I sort of got a little. I got like. I guess my face would be like slightly redder. It would be like slightly singed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really really warm up there actually. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else. But I feel like we won't be let in, and if we do get let in, they won't really have time to talk to us. They seem very busy.
I mean, if you're saying there's a lot of like
experience for me.
stuff, what? I mean, with the button and the keys, they probably operate the mechanisms that allow the forgery, and the button and releases it all.
Yeah, probably that makes sense actually. That's a smart observation there.
Thanks.
Oh, crikey. Right.
How long did the buttons press? Because I really want to go have a look at it.
Probably if you went back, it would probably be button time.
Yeah.
Oh my word! Oh yeah.
Button check, guys.
Can I try and Can I?
Yeah. Okay. So.
Can I?
So,
Can I?
so
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
yeah. So just real quick. Routing wise, back through the Forge district, or sort of. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way, but like no, I guess it doesn't.
Right, straight there, right? Just from.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And so like along this bit, this was kind of the part where like the city, this part was the bit that was all on rock, and this area, like I know that's like defined by it. So it's pretty much like why can't I draw here? Weird. Either way, it's like this line. I'm not though. I'm on this layer. Yeah, I'm on the right layer. Weird. Oh well, I'll sort it out later. Either way, so this kind of line along here is where sort of like it was defined from like rock flooring to metally flooring. So you just make your way along here, along like that line, and you can see the time's approaching, and you can see like there's kind of a lot of movement between people going from the Forge district to the other side, and from people going from this side to the Forge district side. And like I know, yeah, there's a lot more movement. Some may even say exodus, some kind of movement of the people, you know, as you're going between. Yeah, just a thing to note. Right. And then sorry, you wind up after strolling that, and you wind up at the button, or at the button building.
Can I cast like a minor illusion cantrip of like a button, but just like across the street from Pier, to make it look a really nice button?
Okay, yeah.
Just like a really nice one.
There's a kind of saving throw with my illusion, right, to determine whether it's
Is it?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I can't remember what it is.
I'll just look it up. No, I'll fucking Google it. I'll be fast. Can you guys see the Roundheads mascot thing?
So it is a investigation check against your spell save DC.
So nobody's seeing all the Roundhead mascots I was looking up earlier.
No, you're good.
No, you're only sharing the one screen.
Oh, that's good news for me.
Yeah. Sorry. My spell save DC will be Wisdom plus Proficiency plus 8, right? So 13.
Well, I got a 3, so that is a real button to me. So I'm going to go over and try and press it.
Well, whilst the PA does that, I'm just going to try and sprint up the button building, just like that.
Okay.
How far away is the minor illusion?
It's just across the street. I don't think I can cast it that far away.
Okay, so you probably get halfway up the building before I hit the button, and the illusion vanishes.
Yeah, but you don't know I cast it, do you? You don't know what's going on.
No, there's just a random button I've gone up.
So you just run and slam this button, and your hand like just fucking passes through your hand. Confusion.
Confusion. I then look back and realise Dexter has gone. I look for Dexter.
Dexter gone, make a stealth check, and Pierre make a, I guess, perception check.
14.
17.
Right, you don't see Dexter anywhere, as Dexter sort of like just kind of flattens himself against the wall and tries to look as steel-like as possible, and just like freezes.
Just say, "Where's Dexter gone?" To everyone else.
What?
Where's Dexter gone?
Do we know where he's gone?
Yeah, I wasn't sad about it at all. I literally just I cast illusion and just ran.
I think he turned into a button, and then you hit him, and then he disappeared. That's all I saw.
You press the erase Dexter from existence button.
If that's true, yeah. Outside of advice,
I think that's true. No.
It's either that or he just ran like I just saw him do. Anyway, continue.
So Dexter, you are. Yeah.
I want to peek.
So you're like peeking. You're just like peeking out. Okay, so you find like a nice like divot in the steel which fits your nose perfectly. And you kind of poke up and have a look around. And from this like low angle, you can just see sort of like the sides of them are all relatively clean, and in the center there's just this one like terminal, like it's just like a big cube, bronze cube with like various like carvings and channels and like pipes and stuff. And from your low angle, like you can see there's like you can't see what's on top of it, but like so that you've got like the cube and then like, you've got another like smaller bit on top.
Okay.
But because you're like very low down, you can't like see anything on top of that.
That's disappointing, but that's okay. I don't want to risk being seen. Okay.
Are there any people?
Oh shit! Yeah, there is one like grizzled, old-looking gnome. So gnome dwarf who like has like I know like got like the kind of like inventory goggles where they've got like multiple lenses, and he's got like this kind of like this weird like backpack with like mechanical limbs on it. That as he's like pressing things on the console, they're also like pressing stuff, and he's like sweating. This is like difficult, but yeah, very similar. And he's like really just going out like flicking leaves, almost as frenzied as the guys that you saw over in Keys.
Like the guy from Spirited Away with the
I actually haven't seen it, but
yeah,
I'll take your word for it. No,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. He is like that.
yeah,
It's
that's
like
what
that.
he's doing right now, and he's just like going at it. He's pretty focused though. He's not looking anywhere else but this terminal.
Okay. In which case, I'm just going to wait for the button to be pressed. How long have we got?
All right, and it's not you're not long. You have to wait. So for after maybe 30 seconds of furious pressing, like this cube on the top just kind of like this, like you can see this little hiss of steam, and it like splits along the middle, and like it kind of like opens up like that. And as it opens up, you just see this big red button like push out from the middle, and like the guy on the terminal like wipes his brow and just fucking like slams it, and like. As he does, and you hear like the same like the fucking like huge ass like siren from like emanate from like this tower, and like various other like kind of almost like foghorny noises kind of like go across from like the rest of the city. And let's say, rest of you, are you all out at the front, like at the front by the guards kind of thing, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And so you're standing there,
I'm
and like
not remotely interested in seeing the button being pressed at
I
all.
mean, no.
Not give a fuck.
Don't care.
I'm on my tiptoes trying to look.
I'll give Pier a piggyback just so then he can be a bit higher.
So we can see the highest.
it's like it's a solid like fucking four stories off the ground, but it's fine. You still see nothing, but and then from like behind, there's like a long moment, and then from behind you, you hear like just like these huge like clanging sounds and like clicks, like speeding up. And then like if you look around and if you look behind you, you'd notice like there's just like almost like no people in the area immediately behind you, and like these sirens like, and then like as you can see like the entire like half of the city behind you just starts like kind of slowly at first, but speeding up, starts to like descend pretty quick, like downwards, like the whole fucking section just starts to like move downwards. So pretty much everything, like this seam here kind of going along here, everything from that bit until like the back here, all of that is now just sort of like moving downwards into the volcano. And there's like this sort of like this gap starts to look, if you were to like look into the gap, you could see like directly beneath like the orange glow from like magma coming up from like directly below. That's starting to go down.
Which side are we on? We're on.
You're currently on the stationary side right now.
All right, boys, do we make the jump?
Could.
Wait. Did you say there was no one on the other side of the fourth district side?
No one on just that. No one like on the seam bit.
Right. Yeah. I think we should make the jump. Yeah. Well, I'm not there. I'm not there to say
tower.
that. I'm on the
Well,
tower.
I mean, it is literally inconceivable that you'd miss it, considering half the city is now descending.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go. Get on it.
Fuck it, let's go, boys.
Let's go for the jump.
Okay.
Is there any way to communicate with? You just
No.
shout, "Hey, yay, mate!"
What was that? Oh shit! Oh fucking hell! Can I just wait? Is there a building like across the street I can try and jump to?
Wait, across the street on the other side?
Yeah.
that would be Forge District, which is now on its way down. So you'd have
Yeah.
to dismount to the ground.
Oh, but like, can't I just jump? Or is that not allowed?
Like
You're
force
quite
them
high
up
up,
in the
aren't
air.
you?
What, like, also, like, across the other side of the street to another
Oh.
building on a descent? Yeah, I'm probably saying probably not. What's your
Okay.
jump distance? Like 15 feet.
Yeah, it's the strength, isn't it? Is it strength?
Yeah. Strength,
Oh,
strength
oh,
score in feet.
Only 10 feet. I think that's probably not enough.
Yeah. There's definitely not any buildings there in like 10 foot.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I could probably just like. Well, I don't really want Pierre to see me. I feel like he's gonna get really angry. I think I'm
He'll
just gonna.
shoot you eventually, isn't he?
Well, yeah,
But you
he-
can always
he
just
doesn't
try and
shoot up
sneak
the tower.
down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I can like jump from a pretty high height because the whole fall damage reduction. That should be okay.
Hmm.
But wait, how much is it like damage per 10 feet?
1d6, I think.
1d6 per 10 feet. Okay. Is that okay?
I don't know how your monk stuff works in relation to that.
Wait, it just gets reduced by 25 points at this level.
Okay.
A flat 25 points. So yeah, 40 feet, 4d6. I gotta take that, can't I?
No,
Yeah,
I mean, like max, that's going to be less than 25
Yeah,
because that's max 24.
max 24. Yeah. In which case, I'll just. In which case, can I just jump and just like try and land like right next, like on the other side of Stan? So I just like land. Wait, if it goes like Pier stand in like a space, can I try and land in that space?
Okay, yeah.
So it looks like you've always been there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I'll go for a stealth check while you jump to see whether Pierre notices the bird / plane.
Roll a perception. Oh no, because I wouldn't really be. It'd be my
No, it would
passive.
be passive perception, yeah. So you got to beat 11.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 3, but that's 3 plus 8, so 11.
Yeah, okay, sick.
Perception on my sheet is 14.
14?
Wait, isn't it wisdom?
Yeah,
So-
7 plus wisdom.
It's plus your proficiency, isn't it?
Only
think-
if you're proficient in.
Yeah, I'm proficient in perception.
Then yeah, you would add it, obviously.
Wait, is that for passive? I thought passive perception was just wisdom plus your perception modifier.
If
Because, sorry,
you have
wisdom. Sorry, 10 plus wisdom. Because I think the idea is that it's not like anything that you're like actively doing.
Oh, okay.
It's like you're like not thinking about it. Let me just check. I could be completely wrong on this.
I
though.
have no clue as well.
Passive perception is 10 plus your wisdom perception modifier. Yeah, so it would be
Plus my
right.
wisdom perception modifier.
Yeah. So it
So
will be
that's
perception.
plus-
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, so it'd be 14 then.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So yeah, so you spot kind of this blur of movement, and you see kind of Dexter like land. You don't see exactly where he comes from, but you see him just like land somewhere from the sky and then like stand like stuck still, like conspicuously like nothing has happened.
Where the fuck have you come from?
I was just testing out my jump, how high I could jump. I was here the whole time, right? You just noticed me land.
Wait a minute.
You weren't here.
I was.
Anyway, so dilly-dallying. We need to jump. We need to go now.
Shit,
It's leaving.
yeah. He's forward.
Can we? Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably about 30 feet down at this stage.
Oh,
Oh,
That's not on the shit. Wait, I'll jump down first, and I'll just be like,
Yep.
I'll just try and catch everyone else. Like,
All right. Yeah, we'll just do that really quickly then. Who's going first, and then like we can deal with who's catching who as they come down.
It'd probably be useful if I go first because I'm quite strong, so I could probably catch some people.
Well, I don't take any damage either, so I may as well go first.
So if me and Dexter go first, because
Yeah, cool. Both of you. So I mean, yeah, you both just jump down. It's probably some kind of should we say like acrobatics checks as you jump? Yes, let's say that. Let's say acrobatics checks. as you
or
jump.
athletics.
Okay.
Acrobatics, I would say,
Look at my
because like
knowledge now.
it's not like
Go
having
for
to jump like a specific distance, because it's kind of the whole thing just going straight down. So it's just more about how you land rather than like how far you're getting.
All right. I was 11 for acrobatics.
Okay,
Or-
it's not like
Okay, you are going to take full damage on that then, I guess. So kind of Dexter just lands sort of just like a little heavy on his feet, but like fine, and you just kind of land and just almost like trip over, and you are going to take it's not that much, 7 full damage to that.
Dexter's fallen 70 feet in the last 12 seconds. He's absolutely out of it. Jesus Christ.
Right, yeah. Who else?
Yeah,
Again?
I would feel like
Yeah, so
looking
I'll
up,
be ready
like,
to
really
catch as
catch.
well.
I'm gonna grab Stan and Nug in my arms and jump.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys still going to try and catch Tuthin?
Yes.
Probably not.
Can
No,
I,
I'm gonna bail. I think.
Yeah.
just before he jumps, can I cast guidance on Tuthin?
Yeah, sure. And Pierre, are you going to try and catch him?
Yes, obviously I'm going to try and catch
Okay.
these people
Strength
flying.
from Pierre, please, and acrobatics from Tuthin. With Nug's guidance.
I will do it no matter what anyway. So that is a.
When you say strength, is that just pure strength or
And then what am I?
athletics? or-
Yeah, no, probably athletics then, wouldn't it be? Yeah,
Okay, that's
athletics.
19.
Cool.
13.
Okay, yeah, good enough. You kind of like land. I was gonna say keep your legs straight, but that's not applicable in this scenario.
I'm not going to
Kind of
water.
land, like ready to break, and as you're going down, you notice like Pierre is in some catching stance, and you're like, "Oh yeah, that's the question. Are you going to try and get caught by him, or are you going to ignore it?" That's,
I mean,
I guess, an important.
I'll allow it.
Okay, you just kind of like almost change your position slightly, so like you know when like Shaggy catches Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of
But
change
also
it,
means,
like,
like, with Nug and Stan in my arm, just
Yeah.
and Pierre, you kind of just like grunt and somehow kind of just like land like Tuthin lands like in your arms, like lying across your arms like a high school sweetheart, and you look at each other, but you're safe.
Hey man, how did it go? Are you? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
I will throw this nug at you if you're not careful.
If you throw that nug at me,
Nugs.
I will catch that nug.
All right, we're standing up. We're getting off from this. None of this
Right.
more.
Okay, and sort of as you kind of have a quick look around, you kind of see obviously you're descending relatively quickly. It kind of speeds up, and you can see like what was sort of at floor height when it was at its top. There's this sort of like kind of hexagonal section that is now like relatively high above you, and there's like this long like shaft coming down from it with like a helical. It looks almost like a screw, and you can see that kind of turning, and like this part's like descending as that like thing turns. And if you look like also you can kind of see along just like the wall from where like the rest of the city is, there's like just various cogs and pipes heading down, and yeah, you can also see probably like a good 200 meters beneath you there's like this big old like fucking just like magma like boiling from like, which is the inside of a volcano.
I just had an epiphany. I just looked back to the guy. Oh, so this is how you fall into a volcano.
Yeah,
Have we made a mistake here?
possibly. Should we go to one of the forges that's probably going to be a bit safer than standing in this corrugated steel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should, yeah.
I mean, if Hormund's... Should we avoid that one wherever that one is, supposedly?
Yeah, I think, you know what, I think we should go to the
Whichever
Forge
one's close.
District C.
C? Jagger. Well, we don't know.
Forge.
Jaeger Forge.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's Jagger.
Jagger.
Jaeger.
Disappointed beyond words that you had the option to go to George Forge and turning it down.
Yeah, come on, let's go, George. We'll go.
George Forge.
George Forge.
I
No, you literally go in. Yeah, go wherever. I don't want to influence you, but I just think the name's really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, George Forge. Oh, we can always stop by George Forge after Jagger Forge.
George Forge is quite close to Hormund Forge.
True. Whilst like Jagger and
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Garrick far away.
It's useful.
I mean, we're also right next to Garrick as well, and the other one,
Well, George is the closest, right?
Halter.
Garrick,
Garrick and
Oh, okay.
where the Halter, they're the closest.
Oh, okay.
Well, just go. Yeah. Should we just go into one of them quickly? So us, what?
Going to Garrick Forge. Let's go to Garrick Forge.
And we
It's
can
right
make our
there.
way to the other ones.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Garrick,
Yeah.
Garrick. Okay, yeah, Garrick. Badger.
Oh, there better not be a bunch of badgers. I hate badgers.
No, I'm just trying to remember which forge Garrick Forge is.
Oh,
Okay. Cool. So
Somebody say bad.
I was about to say.
Oh wait. Can I ask? Where's the cat? Was it Cheshire or whatever?
Cheshire cheese.
Tom, Cheshire cheese check. What's going on with Cheshire?
Cheshire cheese has been asleep in my hood.
Wait,
Even after the jump and everything, and like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Well, cats always land on their feet, don't they?
True.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're heading over to Garrick Forge, and this kind of it from the outside you can kind of see it's just like lots of like almost like metal like shacks in the kind of arranged in like a loose sort of courtyardy kind of pentagony shape. As you kind of head in, there's like plenty of like decently sized gaps between them, and you're like greeted with like this kind of bit where all these channels that you'd seen earlier are like absolutely everywhere in this part, and like they're kind of just like crisscrossing across the middle of it, and there's like various sort of like cylindrical wells with like kind of like funnels coming out of them that like lead into the channels, and you can see out of the top of some of the buildings these kind of large like crane like objects with like big hooks on the ends, and then like over a couple of the channels there are like these like they basically like fucking just drawbridges and with like on big metal buttons, but on one side, and you can just see sort of like various like dwarves and like all getting ready, like gloving up, suiting up with like welding goggles and stuff. There's still no magma yet, but they are yeah, everybody's just kind of getting around to work at the minute, just kind of preparing.
Hot.
It is getting hotter.
Getting hot.
Oh Christ! Should we go and ask one of the dwarves? Was it stupid for us to come here?
Why don't we see what I think we should let. I mean, Stan's the lip man, isn't he?
Yeah.
The what man? What are you
The
calling me?
lips man. You're the lips man, aren't you?
The lips man.
The lips man.
What does that mean?
Recognized terminology.
Just go talk to them, you fucking wee
The
spanner.
lips man.
Okay.
The lips man.
All right. I'll go and do the talking if that's
saying
what
it.
you mean.
He's
All right.
the lips man.
I'm going to walk over to one of the nearest one that's probably even the
Yeah,
one that's at work.
A stout dwarf sort of carrying like this huge ass hammer that's probably like maybe 1.5 times the length of his body, like just dragging it by like this.
Hello, excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
And kind of turns to you, but doesn't stop like dragging this hammer in the other direction. Goes, yeah,
Am I interrupting something?
just getting working it, dragging this hammer.
All right. We're sort of visiting the forge at the moment. Is it a bad idea for us to be here? Is there a better forge we could visit? A less inconvenient forge, perhaps?
What do you need forged?
Well, it's not really me. It's more. Well, I mean, I'm not really the person to be answering that question. Can I call over? Can I call over Tuthin quickly?
Yeah, of course, but all the time he's still just kind of putting distance between you and him.
Okay. I'll follow him a little bit, sort of gingerly.
Okay, yeah.
Like Tuthin, come over here.
Mild
I
annoyance.
guess he goes over, I guess, yeah.
So, all right. The forge. Why do we need the forge?
I don't know, it looks interesting.
We don't need anything.
No, I mean, you got some swords you could sell or something. I'm pretty sure you picked some up. Anyways, what do you do here though? Do you just specifically like make stuff?
Garrick Forge, construction forge. So I make all the construction materials.
Oh,
Which
that's a
forge? Which thing?
Is
Right.
that just primarily corrugated iron from what we've seen?
That and like it would be like it could say upon with this information, it's like various like you can just generally like very large structures. So you'd see like I know like much like I know a lot of the like large pipes that you saw, for example, around like quays and stuff like that, like huge like slabs of iron. Again, like a lot of things that you can assume buildings might have been made out of. Some of the cranes are being used in the forge, but it looks like some of them are under construction as well. And you can see like huge cogs and like wheels and stuff, or like casts for these kind of things, and a few of them just kind of like propped up against buildings around.
Are you exporting? You're exporting to other places?
Anywhere that needs iron for construction, Garrick Forge produces.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me just
Only iron?
sorry,
Any other metals?
steel,
Steel, yeah, that is
iron,
primarily iron.
steel,
Shut
and metal. To be
Aluminium.
pussy metal.
It's the pussy metal. So what are the other forges? If you were to,
I'm trying to find my fucking document. Give me a sec.
well, okay. What's that? Is it safe?
Sorry, I'm really
is it safe for us to be here?
One sec. Oh, give me just a second. I'm nearly there. Oh no, that's. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it safe to be here? That's a question that I will mull over. Okay. There you are. Cool. All right. Well, safe. You've got your safety gear. That's what safety's for. And he kind of like reaches like this big like bit of iron, and with like no small piece of effort, he kind of swings this huge hammer in this massive arc where it just like clangs against this piece of metal and seems to have no other effect other than just like making a ridiculously loud noise, and he makes like a satisfied grunt and starts to like drag it over to the next like big like cylindrical well in the courtyard. He goes, go visit the safety hut if you need safety gear. And then just kind of like picks up the speed and always takes like a running swing at the next one.
I'm just gonna say I have some scrap metal if you want it for construction bollocks. I'm gonna just leave it on the floor here, okay?
Are you saying that to him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's well gone. He just in case.
I was just long gone. I'm just gonna kind of just empty my bag of scrap metal just on the floor. Been lugging it around.
Are you littering?
Oh, I'm littering, but I'm littering nice stuff. You know, it's nice little metal.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of metal here already. I don't think they'll notice any more.
Exactly.
Yeah, no worries then.
Do you think we should go to the safety?
Yeah.
hut?
It's getting pretty toasty. You know?
Yeah, he's getting pretty toasty at
It's
this
time
stage.
to get quite hot.
I do have a lotion of heat resistance.
Oh,
So
that's true.
I'm all right.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense now. I was wondering why we needed that, and now it all comes together.
But I'd rather not have to apply it if I don't have to.
Yeah, go to the safety hut, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, I heard like lotion of heat resistance. I was like, wow, someone must have planned that really well. And then I remember. I'm just so proud. Cool. Right. So you head over to where he kind of indicates it's like this big building with like a big like yellow hard hat, just like painted like haphazardly onto the iron. And predictably there's a dwarf on there. It's kind of like almost like a booth. Like there's like a desk with like a shutter, and there's the dwarf here with like various like helmets and like bits of like clothing on the wall behind him. He goes, safety is key.
Even has frozen.
Defrozen. You froze.
No,
or you just
no.
moving?
He did for a moment on my phone.
No, safety's key.
We are the health and safety inspectors, and we have come. No, I'm bullshit.
I've been waiting for years for a health and safety inspection in this fucking forge, let me tell you.
I mean, we can do it, although we're not official. We can still do it if you so choose. Can we have some safety stuff, please?
Some safety items for your stay at the forge. What sizes are we all?
There it
I'm
is.
realistically probably a small. but not really small. Not like
Like
dwarf
dwarf
small.
small.
Not like dwarf small. Just like small for a human.
I'll take a small as well.
And he kind of just heaves out two like what almost look like just like clothes made of like rough like Hessian material, and he kind of slaps him and goes, "Heat proof."
Thank
Nice.
you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much. I'll return.
They
I'll,
look like they're about the right
I'll
size.
return these when I'm done with them.
Yeah, they do look pretty much the right size. He's
Right.
yeah,
Have one of those sizes as well, please.
absolutely.
The heat resistant Hessian
And
I'll let you put.
clothes.
He's like, be careful. It's most safe to ensure that when putting it on, you do not graze your skin against the rough material. If you have plasters, best to apply them now.
what about your cat? Maybe you put a little one on your cat. No,
A cat.
And like,
Yeah.
it's like this guy's eyes, like animals in the forge is a safety hazard.
Not this cat. This cat's fine. Don't worry about it.
And Chester Cheese's head like pops up from behind you and just like, yeah.
Can we take
Oh,
two
fuck.
larges, please, as well, and a blanket for the cat?
Safety blanket.
Safety blanket.
Safety blanket.
I will allow him because he looks very polite.
he is polite.
He's very polite.
He did need that crony,
Yeah.
didn't he?
There was that one time where he wasn't.
He
that
pulls out
polite.
like a Hessian sack. Is like, don't let the cat out the bag.
Ooh,
Oh,
very good.
Very, very good.
Is that fucking Grand Budapest?
Yeah.
Very good.
What is that? It's an institution.
I haven't watched that movie in so long, man.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
it, dude. Oh, we should do that every set. Anyway, and he like two like big fat like Hessian uniforms for yeah, and so basically they look like okay, so they're like full body suits, almost like beekeeper outfits.
Yeah.
Like, and the head is like almost like a kind of like rectangular sack with like a big slit cut out for the eyes.
So
What colour are they?
they various different colours, yeah, and they like red, they white, and they brown, and they blue. Are they?
Cyan.
Oh, come on.
Something suspect about this guy.
Oh, I didn't even fucking realise.
Come on.
Nor did I until I started to describe.
Yeah.
I just among this myself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm definitely being brown.
Oh my fucking lord! No, they're all brown. They're all brown. They're
Yeah.
like,
Brown stuff.
That's funny.
oh, I guess okay, you'll feel a bit suspicious, but ready to complete whatever tasks the forge has installed.
We don't even know what we're doing there. Apart from investigate. Oh yeah, what's Nick like? Hey man. Hey safety guy.
Safety guy.
Yeah, what's your
Yes.
name? What's your name, sir?
Safety.
Okay, so your full
What's the
name.
T stand for?
Your first name. First name safe.
Testosterone.
First name safe. Last name.
No, my first name is Safric. Safric
First name
testosterone.
Safric.
But people
Your
call
name-
me
okay.
Safety.
So your name is Safric Testosterone, which your friends call you Safety.
Almost sounds silly when you say it out loud, but yes.
Well, okay, Mr. Testosterone.
Please call me Safety.
Okay, Safety.
Thank you.
It's just safe.
there's not Mr. about it. Okay, Safety. We have a question concerning the disappearance of Hormund. Big old
Hormund?
Hormund. Yeah,
No, fucking.
we heard the guy's gone missing from the paper.
But yes.
Doesn't sound very safe, does it?
I was just wondering
frankly-
what were the circumstances of disappearance?
Well, so firstly, I resent that accusation. I'm responsible solely for the safety of Garrick Forge. Hormund has their own safety officer, who I am. I disagree with many of his creative decisions, we could say. But,
okay, yeah.
honestly,
enough.
obviously, losing one of the four men is a real problem. Nobody's exactly jazzed about this, but
Honestly, there hasn't been much about. He's just gone missing. Wife and kids say they know nothing. I don't trust them little blighters, but what do I know? I haven't even met him.
Right. I guess that's fair enough. You just don't trust kids, Mr. Testosterone. Is that true?
Well,
Sorry, safety.
Kids are one of the least safe things you can have in a forge, aren't they?
Yeah,
Children running around. They'd probably just go around pressing buttons and pulling levers and letting jets of steam into people's faces, huh? Who would have that?
Well, I mean that does sound quite fun, but anyway, you know the key. What's the key?
Well, the keys.
Yeah, the
Oh,
keys.
they're the. I mean, despite them being sort of out of the way, some could say they're the heart of the operation. To be honest, they think of it as the control center for the mechanism upon which the Forge District descends into the volcano. He does look like kind that will make smart observations, doesn't he? Probably quite a safe fellow, if you ask me.
Very, very much so.
You safe, Mr. Firbolg?
Oh, what?
Are you safe?
I might say that, yeah.
Can you make a safety check, please?
Sure, why not? 14?
So you just looked down and then you said 14.
Aye.
This does not seem like the safest way to do things.
I mean, I'm saying there's 14 hazards in this area already.
Name them.
So there's probably
if
about...
you're a real safety, a real safety fan, name all 14 hazards.
I can see some scrap metal on the floor. That looks like a quite fine hazard right there.
How did that get there? And he disappears, and it's like it's a door to the side of the hatch open. And he runs out, puts out some thick gloves and scoops them, and runs back. And he comes back and goes, "Oh, who would leave that there? Oh, I'd like to know." Okay, what would the other 13?
I mean, there was a couple of scraps, so no, altogether that's probably about 7 bits. So there's 8 remaining. I mean, I can see some loose screws behind you. They're coming out.
He turns around and starts laughing. No loose screws in this house.
I see some steam coming out your nose as well. It doesn't look good. Alright, and also, I think Pier has pissed himself. I don't know.
I haven't pissed myself.
Oh, damn it.
I got the 17 on my
Okay, maybe not 14. Maybe I just over-exaggerated. But there was, there's a good amount of safety hazards.
Make a persuasion check on top of that.
Oh, fucking hell. No! Oh, no, okay. 16?
Well, it seems that you've got a good eye for safety. You have my thanks, sir. And he kind of reaches behind and pulls off this yellow hard hat or something. Puts it on your head. You're a true warrior of safety.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. Can I ask? Can I turn to Stan and Nuck and just be like, "What are we doing, guys?"
I'll be honest, man. We're just sort of looking about, aren't we? We're just sort of trying to find out what's going on.
I think we probably should go to Hormund Forge, see if anyone knows anything about Mr. Hormund.
I mean, I'm alright with that. Yeah, I think we've seen all there is to be seen in wherever we are right now. Was it Garrick Forge?
Yeah, Garrick. Right. Okay. So you're heading to Hormund Forge.
I think so.
Possibly.
Okay, yeah, so you kind of pretty much just take a relatively direct route out of this courtyard, and there's kind of in the center, there's almost like this crossroads. I know there's only 4, but it's kind of like a 7 dials type thing. Whereas like and it
Ooh.
and like in the center here is like this big like pillar with the kind of big screw thing that the whole thing's like descending on. And you can just see it like slowly twisting. And as you're making the journey across, there's like a big like, and you like stop descending. There's like a big jolt, and you kind of all like stumble a little bit, but or keep your footing in. Like it stops, and then you hear like after a couple of seconds, like another like foghorn going. It's fucking Peep Show. And you kind of hear this rumbling, and like things. You're glad to have your safety equipment on because things really start to heat up, and like you can see just around you, like fully just like this part is now just on the surface of like the kind of magma in the volcano, and as like this judder happens, like all like the channels now just start to like kind of like quickly like fill up with lava, and like all these like trenches around this part of the district have all just now like kind of just like as the like magma rushes through. You spare a thought for Valnod's poor vomit as it gets incinerated properly this time. And soon it's kind of like, yeah, just like all this whole thing is just like now covered in sort of like these crisscrosses, like bits of like lava, just like almost like, I guess, kind of like a Venetian style thing, but instead of like cute water canals, they're like magma. Yeah,
Very
and
cool.
now like,
That's quite
and
cute.
as this happens, like things like start to you start to like hear like bellows like pumping, and like a bunch of mechanisms now like start to move, and like the Forge district like properly comes alive, and you hear like it pretty much immediately just like the clanging akin to the big man with the big hammer just start to like get going. And it's like wait, do you have a link? You know that music that you composed where it sounded like the Quarry song?
Oh Jesus! I'm not sure I'll be able to play that on its
That
own.
would be literally perfect right now.
Oh, no. God.
Can we get Quarry drums on repeat?
It's going to be absolute hell.
Wait, is it on YouTube?
No. It's just on my Instagram.
And you're kind of just walking across, and like, yeah, everything really starts to you can see like some of the cranes on the areas above you start to like swing round. Every now and then you can hear like a as like some dwarf does some superhuman feat of forging. That sounds like a great magical item, the superhuman feat of forging.
That sounds good.
Okay, and you make your way over to Hormund Forge, which is I mean, somewhat predictably, a lot less activity is going. There's still people doing things, but there's definitely less of an industrious atmosphere to it, and like a lot more sort of muted. And there's not even that many like magma channels, not related to the disappearance, but it's just a much sort of smaller, slightly quieter forge than the rest, and everybody's just kind of going about their day with a somewhat sort of slower, slightly less excitable air than in anywhere else right now. Cool. Yeah. Again, just like a couple of dwarves go around doing their thing. There at this point, there's in fact, I think so there's like a couple of channels again with like these drawbridges that kind of sit like going across like the actual like courtyard itself that the forge is set in. A couple of these like cylindrical wells with like funnels leading out, and there's already like magma dripping out of the wells into the like magma channels. And additionally, you can see like various sort of other like wells, but not with magma. They seem to have this liquid that has this same sort of turquoise-ish glow to it. The same as the lighting. And every now and then you'll see like some dwarf put some like red hot bit of metal into it, and there's like a hiss. There's a hiss. I mean, it kind of is a hiss because it's a mix of like a hiss and like a spark. And you put it in, it kind of like sparks, like steams like you put it into water, but also you see this almost like blue like electrical crackle across the surface of the liquid. And he puts it in, and when it comes out, it's just like looking like absolutely like cold.
Lovely stuff.
That's very cool.
Dude, I'm still so shell shocked that I managed to Among Us myself. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, yeah. Any update?
Infection.
I've got a link to the thing that I can just put in like the Discord. You can just listen to it on your
Yeah,
own.
can you? Because I really want to. I feel like it really perfectly sets the mood. I am back.
Yeah, you're screaming it by the way, just as you accidentally left the voice channel.
Yeah, I got so excited to go to the Oh my god, dude!
Like, maybe
It's so
that'll work.
bad. It's
Yeah, there you go.
It loop.
Yeah, it should. Be.
This is gonna be horrid.
Oh, who's logged in on Instagram on their fucking computer?
Well, I wasn't. I'm not normally. I had to for this fucking joke.
This account is private.
Yeah, it's because we're not logged in. Which video? When
Oh,
we
it's
talking
really fun. That's my first post I ever did on the second account.
Wait, is it actually? Oh,
on
Aaron,
your first?
Can you accept my follow request, please, from my
Oh, fucking...
regular ass Facebook account?
Oh, wait, was that what you were logged in on?
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, dude. Oh my god, Sam Corley followed me 9 weeks ago.
Legend. I've confirmed it.
Yes.
145 weeks ago. I don't think I was even following you at this point.
Where can I hear that from?
I can hear that from someone. I think it's Fraser, right?
Is it
Me.
Is it
That's
Not me. It's not me.
Dave?
In fact, can we just keep this? Is this fine? 'Cause
No, it does loop. It does loop. It's alright.
Totally.
There's like a split second. I totally got this. Yeah.
we won't get demonetized for this.
No,
Yeah.
definitely. No, this is an original. This is an original piece.
I like the gaps as if like they're just taking a breather and then they're just like and again. Like
Perfect.
This is like perfect. Okay. So what you guys doing?
I'm jamming. No, I'm not. I can't stop looking listening to it.
all right, I'll
It's
stop
just
that.
ridiculous.
Let's stop.
It's just outrageous.
All right, Dave.
What it
Dave,
sounds
Dave,
like everywhere.
Dave, you better be
Yeah.
ready to pull that up again, though. I will need that back soon.
Sure. Whenever you need, just say.
Right.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really listening to the whole setup because I was trying to find that fucking video.
No, okay, no, much appreciated. So you'd reached the bottom of the kind of cavern. All the channels, all like the trenches in the ground were like full up with magma, and like the whole thing was likened to Venice but with lava.
Cool.
And you kind of go in, and this forge has like just like various like channels crisscrossing it, and like various wells and stuff, including some of the like same like turquoisey glowy stuff that you'd seen around the city, and people were like using it as like, is it quenching when you like dip something
Yeah.
Yes.
metally in? Yeah. So they're using it to like
on quenching.
Oh.
yeah, okay, we won't, but yeah, they're using it to like quench some of the hot metals, and it produced some kind of like electrical spark upon it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to Hormund Forge, which is slightly less industrious. We will say that the quarry music would be slightly slower tempo here.
and further away in the distance, really muffled.
In a minor key.
A minor key. Perfect.
Quarry music in a minor key, beautiful. Right, yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Can we see anybody right now? Anybody at work?
Yeah, there's dwarves working a lot,
Fine.
a bit slowly, but they're doing their job, you know.
How's Pier finding this? Is Pier really out of his depth here?
No, I'm just sort of taking it all in my stride. No,
Sometimes that's what we can do.
sorry, that was Ben.
That was great.
Oh.
Oh.
Pierre's just taking it all in his stride. He's not really. He's a bit sweaty, but it's hot down south.
It is very hot.
God, it's warm, right?
I'm glad we're wearing these.
Who would have thunk?
It smells in here, doesn't it?
Who would have thought selling heat potion, like heat resistance potions upstairs would be a hint to buy heat resistance potions?
I did buy one, to be fair.
We got these
Yeah,
little
we've got
things.
the
we're wearing.
safety things now. I thought, Anyways, should we?
We got Mr. Safety. It's
Yes.
fine. He hooked us up, didn't he?
Mr. Safety.
Mr. Sapphic Testosterone. Jeez.
Well, we can go and talk
Right.
to one of these people.
Shall we talk to one of them?
Right.
All right.
Yeah, you go.
Pick a dwarf. Describe him to me.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go for the dwarf that's sort of like lumbering along the ground, like dragging like a log.
But he's gonna be a log made of steel in this
Yeah,
case.
logs of steel.
Yeah, whatever, like a girder. Or something.
Logs of steel sounds like an awful 80s movie. Right, he's just dragging along. He's more of a girder than a log. Sorry to bastardize it like that.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, he's dragging it, all right.
All right. Well, we'll go. I'll just go like, "Hello. Are you busy?"
Hello. I'm dragging this big girder.
All right. Where are you going?
To the other side. Oh, actually, could you just press the button there? And he indicates like next to one of the lava channels, there's like a button like,
hear this.
that is next to one of the erect drawbridges.
Do I hear this?
Do you hear it?
I want to see if I want to hear it, but I don't know if he's like talking quietly enough.
Sure. Yeah, close enough that you can hear it, right?
I am sprinting to the button.
Stan, did you make any attempt to press the button before this man absolutely fucking?
I was actually going to ask Pierre if he heard it.
So like you're turning around.
Yeah, like I'm stepping out of this way, his way. Yeah.
So you press the button,
Yes.
and you do this kind of like a short delay, and then like this drawbridge just kind of like fucking just, and like it kind of almost like it's like you know those cupboard doors that you close and they like close almost all the way, and then they like slowly like that, and it like swings like almost like David's spirit weapon, but before the impact, it like stops and then like slowly lets itself down, and that's like a part of the bridge, and the guy like grunts thanks as he starts to like log this girder over the bridge. He's like, "What do you need? Huh?"
We don't really need anything. I'm not laughing at you.
Well,
We don't really need anything.
we do need some. We do need something, don't we?
What do we need?
We want to know about
Information.
Hormund.
Oh, well, we want
Hormund.
information, not something specific, I suppose.
Old little Hormund.
Is he old, is he?
Well, I mean,
The little.
he's late. No, he's a big old boy. He was a big old boy, but
It's late.
late and great. The best forger of wait shit. What did this place make? Oh,
Iron.
Murders by the sound of it.
Destruction iron, right?
no, weirdly enough, Hormund's weaponry, the greatest maker and breaker of weapons I ever did know. He wipes an imaginary tear away from his eyes.
Made of sweat.
He's definitely dead then. But just missing, you know. You think he's dead.
How do you
Well, I
know
mean,
that?
I
What
mean,
makes you
don't-
say that?
I just think he's dead. It's only death that would stop Ormond from turning up to work, you know. No
be
amount
foul
of being
play.
How
missing
long's-
would
how
stop him. Man was
So-
built like an ox.
How long's he been missing for?
4 or 5 days. In fact, 5 days. 5 working days.
What's the day? Is it like the
Right.
end of a working week today, or
It is.
I think he's just had a rough weekend. or something.
No, he turned up to. Oh shit, dude! I can't remember the names of the days. I need to get this calendar sorted. I know there's 10 days in a week now. I know that, like months. Oh yeah, there's like 3. They're called a 10-day, and there's 10 days in them, and they're like weeks, but there's 3 of them in a month.
Okay.
That's and there's 12 months. That's the calendar.
okay?
But,
It's pretty similar to the Earthian calendar.
almost exactly, apart from the weeks are 10 days.
Yes.
But there's still like 30 days in a month. It's relatively easy.
Yeah. And there's what, like
12 months in a year, 100 years in a century,
Shit, what the fuck am I saying? Yeah, it just continues. Sorry.
365 days a year.
8
probably.
days a week.
Anyway, the Beatles do not exist here. Yeah, we turned up for the first day or 2 and then just didn't turn up after. We assumed he'd broken a leg. Then we went round to check. He was just gone.
You've already broken my leg.
He was gone.
Where's his house?
Well, where's his body?
Well, I don't know.
God,
No,
missing,
where's
isn't
his
he?
house, you fucking idiot? That's the
His house-
last place he was seen.
He lives. Have you got the map? The map.
No, you're not streaming.
Is the map up? Oh, I'm
No,
not
you're not streaming.
streaming. Oh, rogue. Oh, because I left the chat for a sec, didn't I?
Aye. Shima?
Well, I mean, he wouldn't pull out a map and show you, but he lives in the outer district around here.
oh, blue square.
Blue squares.
Okay,
How I love you
if you can remember
without-
roughly the map, like the kind of the top left part where there was
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the
weirdly
bar.
enough-
It's the
Weirdly
knife
enough,
bit.
it's blue squares for me as well.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
too.
Blue
Where the-
squares
opposite the barrows.
smiling at
Barrows.
me. Yeah, nothing but blue
Oh, no, yeah, you're
squares.
paused now. I think
Do
so.
I see?
Presumably, Hormund was the owner of Hormund Forge.
He was indeed
So-
a greater breaker and maker, a greater maker and breaker of weapons I never did know.
What sort of weapons
Right.
do you make, sire?
All sorts, lances, axes, and swords and hammers, and all sorts of other big point. And he even made me this good. He swings it around.
Right, is that your weapon? Is it?
Oh yes. Would you care? Wait, this is not why I want shit. Oh.
Just full
Oh
skip.
yes. Oh shit, yeah, I can. Wait, can you guys full skip?
I
You
think we
guys
should
can
be able
full
to
skip, can't
now.
you? Oh, everyone can. Sorry.
Yeah, we can now. That's fine. Sorry, Jeff, I got you. Don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah, I always read it as like SFS, like for fuck's sake.
No,
And,
sorry.
yeah, he made weapon, but truly nobody seems to know where he's gone. It's all a bit up in the air at the minute. There must be somewhere, mustn't there?
The last
I'll
place
tell you
was
what
his
did
house.
happen though.
Or
Tell you
the-
what did happen though recently. He just points.
Yeah.
And the kind of so like this whole bit here is now like a kind of a wall from the crater. I'll tell you what, seems silly that I didn't mention it before, but earlier this week that big old hole appeared. It's just- Guys, do you ever just like forget to mention something really important and then realize like we get to like a point in the conversation? Guys, I'm really sorry. There's a massive fucking hole in the wall. Kind of.
Do you think it's possible that he might have gone in the hole?
And like, someone came and take him or something.
The thing is, the conversation about like we should probably work out where Hormund went was definitely like happened. I should have been.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Everything
Okay,
will be
it's good.
okay.
It's okay, Jeff. You're doing great.
Oh,
Jeff, you're doing
You're
really well.
fantastic.
Like,
You are amazing.
I
You are
forget
a
to
star.
that we didn't know about it. This is just a lot.
it's.
Yeah.
I will try and get better. Oh, crazy.
Oh,
Well,
right.
there is a big old hole in the side of the cavern wall.
Oh fuck! How did we not
Now
notice that?
that looks fucking
Christ.
suspicious.
Which side's the hole on?
So it would be
Wall side.
pointing. Yeah, so the wall side, so the side that Cavern Watch is on. So like these kind of like can you see like the kind of edge of the Ford district and here along this bit, everything sort of on the other side of that line would not have descended. That was still like on the rocky part on the other side of the crater.
Yeah.
And like it's under like directly underneath that the hole is.
Okay.
I think we need
Yeah.
to go investigate the hole.
I'm really sorry.
So wait, is that hole new then? So is that hole new then? Is that not been there before?
Yeah, sorry, we've just been also distracted with old Hormund going missing that we didn't really think about it.
You see that I don't want to be rude, but that sounds stupid. Because
It
You're
does,
distracted.
doesn't it?
Well,
so
like,
you're distracted by the
No.
fact he went missing.
It
Too
do- yeah.
distracted to
Right.
look at
Yep,
the
it does.
whole.
Dexter,
does
can
sound
you stop
stupid,
pressing him?
doesn't it?
Can you stop pressing him? I think it was a
It does
complete and
indeed.
utter misunderstanding,
It does
okay?
indeed sound stupid. Oh yeah, it sounds stupid, but it is what it is, right?
Understandable, though. Understandable, really.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine,
so
it's funny.
we've just been getting on with the working week, to be honest. Just trying to get through.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Trying to hit those
But no-
quotas.
Trying to hit those quotas. My man knows. My man knows about mining quotas, doesn't he? You look like you've got miner's hands.
You got me mother's
Miners'
hands.
heads.
She was a miner.
You've got giant.
Mother was a miner.
That's a bit worrying.
I mean, everyone's mother had to have been a miner at some point.
True.
They're not mine.
No, she was born at 18. Do you think I was born yesterday?
Well, just about you
History
didn't
check.
think about that hole, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, that wasn't me meant to be in character. That was just me speaking a voice.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
This is what I get for having such like wandering voices.
That's fine.
Oh, crikey. Okay,
Right. For-
Check this fucking hole out.
Yeah, thank you for the
how
information.
is this hole at like ground level?
it is
so
probably
we can just walk.
no.
in
It's
it,
probably
or is
like 30 or 40 feet up.
Oh, Jesus.
It would be at ground level during a certain time during the descent or ascent of the portion, but it's still probably climbable.
I mean, it's all right because we got a man who can walk up walls and then drop a rope. It's quite
That
easy.
is true. I could do that. Yeah, yeah. Very good point because I wouldn't have thought of that unless you had told me. Yes.
You're welcome.
Well, go on then.
Well, yeah, we can go check out that hole. Guys.
There's no need to go check out the other forges just in case, and if anyone wanted to before we went into the hole.
I'm perfectly happy to chase this lead, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going to this hole.
Maybe a bunch of zombies will come out of the darkness all at once. Like a...
Thank you for divulging that fine information, young dwarf. We'll be on our way.
Sorry for just being so incredibly incapably stupid.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Don't you worry. I
More
think
people apologise. That's such a good bit. I'm gonna go around. I'm sorry for just being dumb. Oh, Frank. Right. Yeah. Okay. So kind of head over.
Just before we go, dwarf, what's your name?
My name is Jensen Button. Named after the fine button of Gunter.
Yeah.
Jensen Button, huh?
You from a line of
Oh,
button
God.
masters?
No, I wish my brother is good friends with the current button master, but
Oh right.
I've got no such high
Your
connections.
brother's good
I'm
friends with the
afraid.
Button Master.
He knows it.
Any
Yeah.
good word for me.
Pier, this is a storyline we don't want to go down. All right, let's continue. Otherwise,
Potentially.
Talk later.
Oh, crikey. Right.
Jensen Button. You made that up on the spot.
Can you tell?
I didn't know for sure. It was fucking funny.
Well,
Though.
Jensen Button's the name of a Formula One driver, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, no. It's the name of a dwarf.
It's Jason Button, isn't it?
No, it's Jensen
No,
Button
no,
is
it's
the Formula
Jensen.
One driver
That's
and the
Jensen
dwarf.
Decent button.
Anyway, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
let's
Hey,
send Dexter up that.
Thank
fucking
you. Thank you, Jensen,
Yeah,
Mr.
thanks.
Button.
Thanks, Jensen.
No worries.
We will see you again.
If you do get any information on Hormund or his corpse as it may be, it would be appreciated. The boys miss him.
It was our
Absolutely,
best.
absolutely. So, yeah, we'll definitely send messages to the bereaved if we find any sort of body.
Sure, you
Any
do
sort
that.
Next of kin.
You do that.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to?
A new name.
Right. Well, I can't really help you there. Is there a? Is there
Can I have
a
yours?
council you can... No.
Okay.
All right. How about we
Just-
call you?
You can have
You could be
mine.
called Gardar. How about that?
Good.
You're now
Girder.
Gardar.
Girder button. Got
Yeah.
a nice ring to it. Actually, girder button.
It's quite a good name. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah, you know what? It kind of moves along with a little more spring in his step than there previously was. Yeah, sorry.
Nice.
To the hole. Also, by the way,
Okay, so
I've only just changed my audio settings and now I can hear you guys better because previously I've been on shit Bluetooth quality, like shit, like fuzzy and hazy, like on a phone call. And now I can actually hear your voices, and it's so nice.
Hello, David.
oh,
Does this
that's
feel
great.
good on your ear holes?
Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for all of that.
Right. Cool. So you head over and you just stand kind of directly heading out of like the back of the forge, and it's like this just this rock, kind of grey rock wall, and like lit again with this kind of orange glow of lava, and you kind of head up a little bit. Or you don't, because if you were to look up a little bit, you'd see this big fucking fat hole in the wall above you. Probably, it's almost circular, sort of 30 feet by 30 feet, maybe.
Quite big.
Big hole,
Big hole.
like
30 feet by
Oh.
30 feet, and it's 30 feet high. Like it's 30 feet above where we are.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Dexter
fucking
up the
huge
goal,
hole.
boy.
The more
Yeah,
we learn
okay.
about this hole, the more inconceivable it was that it went unnoticed. Oh, crikey.
Yeah, I'll just pace up there.
All right. Yeah,
Little
just
spring my
stroll
step
up.
on the wall. Have a little stroll up.
Yep.
And then just stroll in. Be like,
Okay. It's dark. It's really dark.
all right, I'm gonna cast dark vision.
Okay.
My
How far
eyes
can
go
you see?
jet black.
Ooh, fancy. How far can you see with dark vision?
I think is it 60 feet? Does anyone know? Any dark vision legends?
Dark vision
Yeah,
is
Tom-
60 feet of dark to dim light. So you
Yep,
can see
okay,
in dark as if it was dim for 60 feet.
It's just, it looks almost more like it's been like it's not a job any decent tunneler would be proud of. It's wide here, and then kind of just various bits have been hacked. There's just rubble all over the place. Looks honestly more like it's just been like blown out rather than like carved.
Okay.
Honestly, if Mr. Safety were to see it, he would probably have an aneurysm. It looked like it can collapse pretty
Maybe we'll
easily.
tell him about it later.
Right. Well, I guess I'll lower down. I think I've got an explorer's pouch and have a rope, right? So I'll lower down the rope.
50 feet. 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yeah.
No.
Lower down the rope, and hopefully they can.
I don't know why, but something about the phrase hempen rope always makes me think of
Yeah.
hangings. I don't know why.
Jesus.
Odd.
I don't know. Something about it. It's so foreboding. I don't know.
Guys,
Anyway.
can we play Hanging Tree just because it's a tune?
Oh, it's a bit of a banger. Dude, what would you do if there was a tree in that?
Yeah, can we not right now, especially if we're climbing up a
Foreman's
rope.
body just hanging from the tree.
Jesus, that'd be awful. I fucking hate that tree. All right.
Ooh, horrid
I
tree.
guess,
Cool.
I guess we all climb up here.
Play,
Yeah.
play rope instead.
Sorry?
Play rope by Foo Fighters
I
instead.
fucking love that song.
Give me some
Why-
rope. Yeah, play that one. Someone
Yeah,
put
put it on. Put it on.
Oh,
Done.
fuck's sake. Every time.
Tune. Just gonna make sure the other headphones can't hear this song.
Perfect. I can hear it.
Can't hear shit on that fucking side.
Nice workable volume from the rhythm box.
As opposed to bounce and boom. All right, so yeah, you just kind of stand at the mouth of this pretty fucking wide cavern.
Hmm.
Right. Lovely.
Right. Well, let's just sort of.
Dark vision boys, can you lead our way, please?
Yeah, because I can't see shit right now. I'm fucked.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You want me? Can I ignite my flame? My hand.
Yeah. Oh, balls of fire.
Huge flame.
And
Oh,
There you go.
thanks.
So yeah, and
I think that's like
and there's like decent light here. 20 feet, right? Sorry,
yeah, I think so.
Cool. And yeah, so you kind of just head on into the tunnel a little bit, and kind of as you do, you don't even get that far. Maybe walk down for like 30 seconds before you hear like the slapping of bare feet, and it's
Slapping.
like slapping.
Yeah.
Big slappers.
Running.
Can we hear sort
Yeah.
of like frantic chanting noises?
Do we know if it's coming towards us or going away?
chanting.
Okay.
It is coming towards you pretty quickly.
Shit.
Running noises.
Running noises.
I loosen my battle axe just in case it comes out to attack us.
Can I extinguish the flame?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're all plunged into darkness.
Can I see sort of what it is? Or is it still...
Can
You
the
can.
dark vision bros see anything?
Yeah, the dark vision bros can actually see something. They are sort of humanoid creatures with like flat, elongated heads, almost like lizardy, with sort of muscular forearms, long claws, and they have like these weird gammy tails. And like, you know how some lizards have those like weird, like weird, like almost turkey gobble like things coming off their bottom legs. You ever seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they have those and they're like deep blood red, but the rest of their bodies are like this horrible, like raw chicken pink.
Oh,
And
Don't
they're like,
come any closer.
what?
I just shout, "Halt, don't come any closer."
Oh, they show no sense of understanding. They are charging. Yeah.
They're not stopping. Do we attack first?
Okay, I'm just gonna turn around and quickly whisper to Stan. Like as I see them, this is like not like to Stan and wait, who else? Tuthin can't see either, right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, guys, it's like some lizard people fucking pacing it towards us, and they're like blood
Lizards?
red heads with uncooked chicken style bodies with these awful little dangly things underneath their jaws. It's fucking awful, and it's pitch black.
Could I
Yeah.
fire 2 blasts of Eldritch Blast in front of, not to hit them, to sort of hit the ground in front of them as like warning shots?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you fire and just like, dude, I always forget what was Eldritch Blast colors.
I think I went dark blue.
Nice, dark blue. Like, I mean, not that it matters in here.
Yeah.
Because it's really, but like, and it like sounds like chips of rock like spray into them, and they show like no signs of particularly. They just kind of like where that impact was. They just hit like just kind of run around it and carry on running.
presumably that means they can see.
No, I wasn't really aiming at them, so they could have just sort of avoided the blast.
But to know where the blast
okay,
was, they'd be able to see it,
do we
wouldn't
attack them?
And at this point, they are already on
Yes.
you. And
Why are you questioning it, you fucking idiots? Look, it's running at you and it's clearly going to just attack, for fuck's sake.
And Nug first contact, but you literally just nothing more than like a simple shoulder barge, and it just kind of pushes past you and just runs straight back out of the end of you guys towards the
That's why I was asking about.
And it just keeps heading out, and then the rest also, unless any of you guys want to try and hit them right now, immediately start running out.
They're just running
many are
straight
there?
past.
Well,
What the hell are they
that's
running
good
from?
that they're running out of the cave. I don't
They
like that.
just jumping out of the hole.
Like, try
They
and
are,
grab
yeah.
one. I'm
And you
trying
can
to
hear,
grab
like,
one.
Yeah, sure.
trying to grab
Make a
one.
grapple. Just just go ahead and roll it for like. So that's just a strength check, isn't it?
This is a good image.
Some weird lizard things just running past.
How
11.
big are they?
They are pretty much human size, probably like 5 or 6 foot. Okay,
Okay.
so you grab, so you make what's it, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Good
You
idea.
literally just managed to snag one's arm, and you kind of pull it towards you, and you're hit by the actually most horrific stench you've. Can I get a Constitution check, please?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, sure. Oh, 7.
Poisoned.
Oh, for fuck.
Poison's like an effect, right? That means you like have to roll with disadvantage and stuff, right?
Let me
Yeah,
just
poison's
check.
really bad.
Nah, that's alright, don't worry.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
really bad.
That's all right. Don't
How do you
worry.
get rid of it?
Antidote
I
or
I use my
word or,
lesser. I just use my
healing.
lesser restoration, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, or you actually, in case of this one,
Yeah.
in a combat
Just-
scenario, it would be until the
yeah.
end of until the start of your next turn. So it's not
Okay,
actually that horrendous.
Oh yeah, it's
but,
not. It's
for
not
this case,
point.
for this case, it would more or less just be as long as you're in contact.
Oh, this is disgusting.
It's really horrible, and the creature's like just like not really attacking you, just kind of like writhing and makes this weird, like high pitched shrieking noise, and its skin is like weird, slippery, soft, almost
Right.
feels like raw chicken.
Can
I
I
go to
kind
the tunnel to see what they're sort of like doing once they jump out the hole?
Yeah, they are kind of, they've run out and they're now in like the forges, and if you're looking like directly over Hormund Forge, and there's like disarray. All the dwarves are like kind of running around, like they're really not prepared for this, and like the creatures themselves, like seeming having got out of this tunnel with no like real direction funneling them, and now just kind of running all over the forge, like not
Girder
really.
Button swinging his girder.
Girder Button is nowhere to be seen.
Wait. So what you're saying is that this is not some regular event. This is we're witnessing some first time thing that's happening.
Dude, it's almost like the
Right.
kind of thing that would only happen when the hole started. Yeah.
right? What can I
Has
tell
it
what it
happened
is?
before?
Can you
Can I
tell
tell
what the
what this
creature is?
Creature is
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check. I would say a nature check.
Anyone else want them to do the same check?
Sure.
So I got a bad
realistically,
cock there. Got a
It's not
bad
law
cock.
that I know what it was.
God. Dude, I've got a
16.
6 on the nature check.
No, wait, no, nature. Wait, where's nature? Oh yeah, 16 still.
16.
God, I just rolled a
Oh, yeah,
22
we're
on
good
the
with
nature
that.
check.
Thank God.
Nug, from you've seen these guys
unnatural.
around. Oh, I mean, Nug, you've been around a mine before. You've seen these creatures there. That throwback to that time I accidentally put it up on the screen share. This is a troglodyte. It is a.
Oh.
I think it's so funny that
Is that what they're actually
the creature
called?
is called a troglodyte. I think that's dude. Sometimes I just pick these based on the funny names. I'm not gonna lie. But they are reptilian creatures that do not do particularly well in sunlight, and they have like decent sort of camouflage abilities when they bother to use them. But otherwise, they're pretty savage. They don't use weapons or anything like that. They're not that intelligent. They just kind of live in weird colonies underground and eat whatever creatures live or stray too far into the mine to survive.
Right. With that, I'm punching this one in the face.
Right, make an attack roll. I guess with advantage. No, not with advantage. Just make an attack roll.
Disadvantage.
With
'cause I'm
disadvantage, yeah.
poisoned,
With disadvantage.
Do you not get advantage when you're grappling, or is that?
I don't
No,
think you
but
do, no.
I'm poisoned.
You do when you've
So-
like climbed atop a much bigger creature, but I don't think you do
Mm.
when you're grappling them.
14.
14, that's a hit.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll
What's
that.
punching? Is it D4?
Unarmed strike. D4. Anybody, Fraser, you do unarmed strikes.
Yeah, it'd be D4. It'd be
Cool.
D4 plus. Wait, I think it counts. I actually don't know if it counts as a simple weapon or not, because it's different from monks. Because monks have proficiency on unarmed strikes, but also they count as a monk weapon, so it's kind of different.
We'll just say D4 plus strength for this. We'll work it out properly later.
Sure.
Uh,
Yeah.
So what would that be? That's going to be 8.
Cool. One sec. Okay, right, and as you punch him, it's just you hear like a boom. There's like a big fat like thud as you just like smack him in the face, and then like he kind of goes like a little bit limp, and then again you hear like boom, but this time you just haven't hit him. There's just a thudding noise, and then it happens again. It's like boom, boom, and it's like speeding up, and you can hear. It's probably coming from the tunnel, and it's definitely approaching.
Oh, right. What were they running from?
Can I look around when I hear this and sort of like see if I can see anything coming?
And whilst he's doing that, I'm also throwing
Can I
this
run up
dead
the wall?
body or
Is that
whatever, this fainted body as well. I'm throwing it.
Everybody at once,
direction.
yeah. Okay,
Wait,
Sorry.
should we roll initiative or not? Or is this not initiative?
not just yet. I don't think.
Okay.
Give it a sec. There will be in a moment. Yeah. So you hear like and outside. Like let's start with Pier. You can see this kind of it's kind of blurry right now, but it's moving pretty quickly, and it comes in. It's like this huge almost like elephantine kind of creature, like all covered in like thick, long, like shaggy fur, which like obscures its eyes, but it's got like these two absolutely huge, like curved trunks that kind of curved tusks that kind of curve like out and down rather than up, and this long ass trunk, and it's probably 20 feet tall, and it's running at you.
Should we run?
I'm just gonna scream, get out the way.
Yeah, this is huge.
Alright. I'm
filling
gonna
up the whole
grab.
space.
It is that more or less. You could definitely, if you press yourself to the wall and it doesn't decide to slam into you, you're probably okay.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
this
grab
elephant
Nug.
thing is running from something else as well.
Always a bit of fish.
Nug can see, can't he? I'll grab Stan.
Yeah.
I'll like grab Stan, and drag Stan to the wall and be like, "There's a fucking elephant coming," and then we're gonna run
What
up
the fuck's
the wall.
happening in this fucking cave?
Yeah. Could I just sort of go to the edge of sort of like the cave and
Yeah.
just sort of try and hang down so it just doesn't see me?
Yeah, sure. Just kind of hunker down, just like hide out.
So I go off the edge of and just hang onto the edge of the.
It's just to the opening of the cave.
Yeah,
The lip.
because I'm already at the opening.
Okay. So yeah, you like you run back there and kind of like down and like
Christ.
just frisky, but your fingers just kind of poking above the edge. And like as you do, every now and then another troglodyte will kind of jump out and start sort of like running around the forge like a headless chicken. Okay, is
Yeah.
that everybody?
Can I press myself against the wall?
Yep.
This.
And Tuthin.
Can you see?
I just shouted, "Get out the way!" before I did this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just following what Pier just did. I'm just gonna follow what he just did and just.
You're both like hanging.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, how's
and,
it
like,
hanging?
okay,
No.
So Stan and Dexter are treated to kind of just this rush of air as this like huge creature like barrels past you.
Fuck
Flatten Nug, who's flattened on the side. You can just feel like this long, like shaggy fur almost like whip you in the face as it just barely misses you. And
Sorry,
Yeah,
before it reaches,
Tuthin,
can we just shout out, by the way, something big, and then that's it. Just shout out as loud as we can. Bellow it.
And then a lot of people kind of look at you with like vague confusion. and then their eyes like suddenly widen as like this huge creature just fucking blasts out, and like it's like legs like slam onto the ground, like just like missing both of your fingers, but like
Jump onto
the
its back
hair
when
is-
it lands.
No, because it's over. Yeah, you can try for sure. Make an acrobatics check as it does.
That is a 16.
16. Cool. So you jump on, kind of grab it, and try to like as you land, like grab like long fucking like fistfuls of its shaggy fur as it like as it passes underneath you. And it kind of fucking like feels something on its back and bucks and like swings around. And make a strength check, please.
No, I'm not on a rage. So, is that a strength saving throw or an athletics check?
Athletics
Or-
check.
21.
Nice, just and as you just manage to like hold on, it was like full on like buckaroo style, and your legs like fly like straight up from above you. But like you land and you land on its back, and I'm assuming the rest of you, cool. So the rest of you have been passed by it. Pierre, you're on its back.
Yep.
And it is just landed like slap bang like in the middle of the forge, and the dwarves are all starting to like move the fuck out of the way, but you've still got some troglodytes just fucking running around like headless chickens. So this is shit.
This is
Oh,
fantastic.
Oh,
okay, so that's my turn. Let me get everyone's positioning. But this is the forge. Welcome to the forge. Can I get Dave? Can I get forge music, please?
sure.
I'm so happy that works.
All right, so you're there.
Sounds like shit.
No, sorry, this is like tunnel entrance. Who the fuck is D? Guys, whose name begins with D? Dexter. Oh, Pier, perfect fit. Right, I'm sorry, let me just let me fucking spray some troglodytes
Right,
around.
that's enough of that.
Does as long as it's metal, I think is perfect. Any combat music that's metal would be ideal. Oh, this is black, slightly larger, please.
You ready? Let's just do that.
Is it intentional that you made it look a bit like a dude doing like the Egyptian dance, Jeff?
Yeah, I knew that's exactly how Tom was going to press himself against the wall.
What the hell's just happened here?
I have a feeling that this song is definitely not what we wanted.
Sorry, just got to do something.
What is
The
this?
thing is, I actually fucking swear I put all the fucking.
You know,
troglodyte
I'll come back
things.
to this song though. It sounds, you know.
What were you gonna say?
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of here for this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
whoops, I skipped it. That's fucking
Okay, right.
So
sorry. So the dashed lines are all, as you can probably guess, like magma channels. These bits here are. One second.
Oh no.
What is this? Brutal death metal. Brutal.
Okay.
I'm not ready for this.
Okay, right.
Aaron found new music to listen to now.
This is really good. This is
gonna be
not bad.
Not bad, yeah.
Okay, guys. The troglodytes are dispersed. Right, and yes, okay, Pier on the Oliphant. Can I get initiative rolls from everyone, please?
Sure.